You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Wheezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. This is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy's back in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
Hey, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
I'm back. Let's roll.
For sure.
Got a little heated last week.
It always does.
I had to come back. I got security, on standby. We need it.
Yeah, sure. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We here.
Sure. Yeah. Everybody prepared, ain't they?
We here.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's get right to it.
Yeah, Weezy, what we got up on the street?
Out the way.
Weezy, what we got up on the show today?
Today we are finishing our yearly NBA Player Playoff Awards, man.
Yeah.
With the heated debate of the Western Conference.
Most definitely. It's going to the West.
FSP style.
It always. Camera's always on, Jeff.
Always on, bro.
You better know it.
Everything paid for, man.
Who won the East? Weezy.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. For sure.
I wasn't worried about that part, but
Yeah.
He go to fight this week, huh?
Yeah, the fight is. I just wanted to.
There's no fight.
See, here we go.
There ain't no fight for
Here
sure.
we go, man.
Yeah. Because it's smooth sailing. Right. When you say?
It was Giannis and LeBron James for I
For
heard.
sure. From the championship. Yeah.
Yeah, he was fighting hard for Giannis too.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Giannis had a great. He's on the up and coming, but it's very hard to differentiate. If LeBron James would have played in that game like he did in Philly, we missed those two free throws. Well, those two free throws for sure. Hey, that would have hurt him.
It happened.
But Giannis being 23 years old, it's gonna be tough. What's your best of the week, Weezy?
My best of the week, man. This week I went to a wedding.
What was
My
that?
sister got married.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out to that.
Hey,
Yeah.
beautiful wedding, man.
Beautiful wedding. Nothing like a beautiful
She
wedding.
looked beautiful. It was a beautiful wedding, man.
She definitely looked it, didn't she?
She looked
beautiful.
I said, she looked beautiful.
Did they play the remix to Ignition at the
Nah.
reception?
Hiding fresh out the kitchen.
Nah,
They didn't play. Yeah, right.
there's a bunch of cha-cha sliding going on.
Was it a DJ or was it a live band?
It was a DJ.
Is the DJ? He didn't play the remix to Ignition.
Nah, they wouldn't let him get loose. They
He
wouldn't.
got to fire his ass.
They
Is it
wouldn't.
a
Nah, they
remix to
wouldn't let him
Ignition?
get loose. He wanted to get loose.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let him get loose.
Yeah. Did you have your Stacey Adams on?
Oh, I look good.
You shined up.
Yeah,
You post some
yeah.
pictures on the ground for the ladies?
I look good. Had
Something
some
like-
good slippers on. I
Yeah,
look good.
yeah, for sure. Most definitely. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Love with no socks.
Yeah.
I had some good slippers on. Everything was cool. Everything was
Definitely-
paid for.
Weezy definitely needs socks.
I got good feet.
You're a damn lie. Now your feet, for real.
Hey, chill.
That's feet a
Chill.
mother can love.
Hey.
Only feet of a mother
I
can
ain't
love.
never heard a complaint about it.
Most definitely.
They still around.
Tell me how you feel, Weezy.
They still around.
Now, for real, women rub your feet.
Oh,
still here.
God.
Hey, now, for real.
I'm just telling you.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you. That's a brave woman.
I appreciate
I
that.
pray for her.
Shout out to
I
her.
appreciate you too.
I pray for her.
I appreciate her.
Your feet are screwed, brother.
They here.
That's for sure. My best of the week,
Special
man.
lady.
It's
Hey.
special lady, for real. Pay that lady. You better pay her good, because everything better be paid for.
Hey, she know it is.
Well, most definitely. My best of the week, Quinn Cook, man.
Oh, yeah.
Become the first two-way player to sign a multi-year deal. They cut my man, Omri Caspi, to sign him.
Yeah.
But Quinn Cook, man,
Good
I'm
hard
North-
fight.
yeah, I'm a North Carolina fan through and through, but Quinn Cook's one of my favorite Duke players to ever play there. Rooting for him, playing really well. He deserved it for sure. And my man,
We
know
know
my-
I say correct.
with Golden State, with the Golden State Warriors. You know my man, Antonio Blakeney.
Well, yeah.
He a two-way player too. He was the D-League MVP, or
Yes, sir.
G-League MVP.
GP.
Most definitely.
Tony Blake.
Antonio Blake, 32 points a game in the G-League.
Yeah.
You said he wasn't nothing.
Work.
Yeah.
It's working.
It's working. It's working.
Is he better than Wade Ball? Wade Ball in the league, though. Wade Ball is going to be in the playoffs.
Barely.
I'm
He's
just telling you.
barely in the league. I'm not talking
Wade Ball
about.
was his clock.
He's barely in the NBA.
You see, he picked my boy. He picked James Harden pocket this weekend. Last week too.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, most definitely. What about yours? Yeah.
Oh, man. Shout out to my sister, man. She finished up her first year playing ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, she in the 5th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Started.
Yeah.
Varsity. Well, for the 8th grade team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what favorite player is, though?
Oh my
Good
goodness.
name, do what he want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, kids love Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh
I'm
my.
proud.
Kids
Now I do what I
love
want.
Russell
I was just saying, that is her favorite player, but I am proud of her, man. She in the 5th grade, started with the 8th graders.
Yeah.
Take it to the game like a natural.
Yeah.
You need to let me talk to her, 'cause I'm trying.
Now, she good, Wiz.
Nah, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you now.
Uh-huh.
I give her confidence. And,
Nah.
Cause can't nobody stop me from getting my spot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
You open right now.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know it. Jay
Yeah.
know it.
Now, Jay don't know a damn thing.
Jay.
Jay don't know a damn thing. When he's basketball, you would cook.
Have you ever stopped me?
I'm telling you, you're a chef.
Yeah.
You're world-renowned chef.
Yeah. Best in the business.
For
Shout out
sure.
to chefs out here. Best
Yeah,
in the
for
business.
sure.
But
Yeah.
you can't stop me getting my spot.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Stick to.
Last time we played Euro.
Yeah.
Euro.
Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it a buck. You did Euro.
Euro for
Yeah, for sure. What was the score?
There was a Euro
What
step.
was the score?
I think what?
6-1.
No,
7-1.
no.
Thank you, Cameron.
You always supposed to let me score just one.
I always
bucket.
let you score one bucket. You did Euro the hell out of me, though.
Yeah, Euro.
Yeah, for sure.
Left
You
hand.
traveled. It was not left hand. Now you know you're a one-way ticket. Come on, man.
I ain't traveling.
Come
I
on,
definitely
man.
ain't traveling. James Harden, boom,
Yeah.
boom, Jeff, you hear me?
What's your worst of the week, man?
I had worse of the week this
Yeah,
week,
for
man.
sure. That's good. That's a
Everything
blessing.
was good, man.
Yeah, man. Most definitely. What about you, Jeff?
Man, Floyd Mayweather last night
Mm-hmm.
on the Showtime boxing card stated that if he comes back to the ring, it'll be in the octagon.
I'm done with him.
Not for sure.
I'm done with Floyd. Because Floyd, he about that money and
Mm-hmm.
he ain't really got no loyalty to nobody.
To
He's
nothing.
dangerous. All his homeboy need to be scared of him for real.
For real.
Because he ain't got no loyalty to nothing but that money.
Yeah, he's just trying to get
his
his shit.
Floyd money, man.
He was trying to get
Yeah,
his
I'm
shit.
through with him for real. Because
Mhm.
he had me gassed up. He was done. I'm going around and work talking cash money to everybody. He the best to ever do it. He never
Mhm.
lost. And he gonna come back for the octagon?
Yeah.
Ain't got no loyalty to the Floyd no more because he don't care.
He gonna lose though. He definitely gonna lose. Big time.
I don't think he gonna lose in the octagon. They gonna set it up.
You can't set that up.
Yeah.
You know Floyd too?
Ah, man. Nah, for sure. Yeah, I'm bending on him.
Make sure you check it.
Let me get my words of the week, Tim.
I mean, you went out of order. You threw me off, man. I'm sorry.
I got a words of the week.
Okay.
Most definitely. Bob McNair stating he was not sorry for calling African American players inmates, and he only regrets being pressured to apologize. It's the only thing. Come on.
And then he tried to backtrack that statement too.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Come on.
Basically saying, I don't mean, it's something we say all the time in business meetings and
It's
stuff
just
like that.
It's hard to be a black Texans fan right now.
Whew.
And with J.J. Watt not speaking out, you know that his fan base, core fan, Trump supporters. So shout out to J.J. Watt and Bob McNair. Worse.
What about RG3?
What about him?
World be a better place.
Ooh!
No, I'm just joking.
But before Cap, that hurt me. That hurt me.
Yeah.
It's just right now they just
He
playing.
won't make the preseason roster. He'll be
Cap-
cut before that.
Cap is done.
No, RG3 will make it.
He'll make the team.
I think he'll make the squad. Just
Jeff, you down a couple of bets too. Chief.
My hand's not out.
I think he'll make the squad.
One of the bets is still up in the air though. For this to this week.
This one,
It's
listen.
still up in the air.
I mean, you
You down
got
too.
even, eh?
Right now,
You're
two.
damn lying. Come on, man. I'm up 3 bets with you,
I'm
man.
down 2 right now.
Three,
One-
yeah.
I'm down 2, but 1 in there.
2-1.
So
Yeah.
what?
What's the-
So I didn't win none of my bets back,
Only Jeff Green. You gonna win?
so I'm down 2.
You down 2?
All right, I think I'm down 11.
Yeah, almost there.
Alright, man. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee each and every Wednesday. This week's show is the Damage Control episode. Yeah, they covered a lot on that episode.
It's tough,
We're
man.
going to tread lightly on that
Shout out
episode.
to Fab, man.
Tread lightly there, brother.
Nah, not shout out to him.
Okay.
Hey, hold your head.
Hold your head. fam.
Hold your head.
Stay strong, my brother.
Yes,
Hold your head, fam.
Yes, hold your head. fam.
Do Fab need a big time lawyer?
He need
He needs he needs the best lawyers money can buy.
he need
I
Olivia
did.
Pope.
Yeah.
Because if he had Olivia Pope,
Oh my.
that video
That video never
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video never
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's the smoking gun. That video,
The video make him look bad.
for sure.
Him and Fab raise his voice.
What y'all
It's
say?
crazy.
What y'all say? The camera where?
Cameras are always on.
It's always on.
Yeah.
Olivia Pope, that video would have never hit the silver screen, for sure.
Lamar held him down though.
Lamar
right.
delusional, but she holding my boy.
Hey,
You need that in your, you need a delusional friend.
You need a delusional friend.
When they hit the fan,
For
you
sure.
need to hit the
You don't know
delusional
nothing.
friend.
Do you have a delusional friend?
I'm usually the delusional friend.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Jeff, you are. I see that. Wiz, you got a delusional friend.
I don't know.
I got you, Wiz.
I
If
don't
you
know.
ever,
I
if
think
you ever
I
go
got
left
one.
for you, I got you.
I'm trying to see if I got a delusional friend. Nah.
You gotta have one.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah,
You got one.
for sure. Through and through friend.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, most definitely. The Ladies Room podcast, man. Check out Rizzo and Anne Marie to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. Their latest issue is up. Legacy, legacy, legacy. You can catch up on past episodes and follow Ladies Room podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Most definitely, man.
Good to have him back. It was a solid show,
For
too.
sure, man. Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies. One more time before I move on. Shout out to Cousin George, man. Listen to the show every week from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Shout out to Cousin George, man. We got to get him a t-shirt or
Yeah, we
something.
gotta get him a t-shirt and a wristband.
And a wristband.
Every week he called me and he went hard on me and said, "Oh, you don't never give me a shot." Hey,
Shout out to Cousin
appreciate
George.
you, man.
Hey, nah, for sure, Cousin George.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey, man, for sure. Shout out to Cousin George, man. Fresh for Dummies, me and my dog, Animal Brown, is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. Catch our latest issue, The Top Dressed Celebrities. Right now, it's up directly for the culture. Follow our IG page at Fresh for Dummies. Just simply search Fresh for Dummies on all of your social media outlets, for sure.
That's a solid show, man.
Appreciate it, Jeff.
Solid show.
Yeah, man. Top 10 freshest celebs. You got a favorite dress celeb, Weezy?
Dress?
Yeah, like, you know, you like get that. He gets busy. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not.
What about you, Jeff?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, y'all names were solid people.
Right.
Fab's.
Yeah, for sure.
He's solid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Cameraman, you got a dog in this fight? Who you got? All right.
Oh.
All right.
He said yeah, but he's like, nah. What is that?
Y'all couldn't put Ross on there?
Ricky Rose, man, we should. Hey, him, Fat Joe,
Yeah.
they hold down the big boys,
Yeah,
man.
This
For
Fab,
sure.
Fab should go down as top
Yeah,
5 all time, maybe.
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame getting fresh.
Wale?
Wale made the list.
Wale made the list.
Let me know you don't listen to the show. It's all good, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing him out
Yeah, for
there.
sure. They were
I
dead
haven't
both.
listened to that show yet.
No, you haven't listened to. When last time you listened to Fresh for Dummies?
It's been a minute,
For
but I'm
sure,
here.
most definitely. Most definitely.
You can read up on your favorite FSP co-host. Welcome back, Weezy. Purchase your FSP merchandise. And catch up on the past episodes from the other shows we just mentioned on the network and much, much more. Just simply search the triple W's, realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG!
Yeah, RMG, most definitely RMG. Jeff,
Yes, sir.
you got 10 good wrestling segments.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it going.
All right, so last night was NXT TakeOver New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
You know the card had to be dope. If I was not watching the OKC Houston game, I was watching that.
Yeah.
I was definitely in there for that.
You missed the snooze fest. My bad.
Adam Cole was crowned the inaugural NXT North American champion. Ember Moon, probably my low light of the evening, lost her NXT women's title, but she's probably on her way to the main roster of SmackDown or Raw, so I'm happy about that. And WrestleMania is tonight.
Tonight,
What a time.
WrestleMania party. What happened?
What happened?
You supposed to set it up.
It's on me.
How am I going to set up a WrestleMania party? I didn't even know.
We'd have been there.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, you
I
did?
think about
He
it.
didn't want to come through.
Nah,
I don't do that.
Yeah,
Nah,
nah,
that's
for
what
sure.
they
He don't
want.
want nobody to come through. It's all good. Yeah, I got it.
I'm going to somebody else's house.
Nah,
I
for
want to think
sure.
about
You
it.
see that?
Yeah.
Question of the week, fellas.
Uh-oh.
It's a little different this week.
Uh-oh.
We got an email from a listener.
Uh-oh.
And don't forget to send your questions to fullsportpress@gmail.com. Shout out to @Brentelligence. I hope I got that right. He sent us an email that stated, with the drama surrounding Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, would you go through with this trade? The Spurs get Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart, and the Celtics receive Kawhi Leonard. Would you do it, and why?
No.
No, you're not doing that.
The Spurs get Jason Tatum and who else?
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart.
If I'm the, who am I? Am I the Spurs or am I
If
the
you
Celtics?
so you're the Spurs,
Okay.
would you do that?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
Spurs.
From the Spurs. Yeah,
I'm
Spurs. I at least need DeJounte Murray and Kyle Anderson to get that going.
You want 4 for 1?
I need 3. No, I'm Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Anderson, and DeJounte Murray for Jason Tatum, Jaylen
Oh,
Brown,
you
and
want
Marcus
them?
Smart.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I need a little bit more than that.
Could you
Those are
take
2
it?
cornerstone players with Jaylen Brown and
Tatum.
Jason Tatum. So yeah,
I would do that trade.
you would do that trade. Yeah, that would be even. DeJounte, you have a starting point guard there.
But
Because
you don't need.
Kyle Anderson,
But you don't need.
he's a 2 though. DeJounte's a 2.
True.
Yeah.
But
DeJounte
Kawhi in Boston is going to play the 2.
Nah, he's gonna play the 3 because Gordon's gonna
They're
play
gonna
the
move
2.
Kawhi don't play
You're
wherever
moving
he
to?
is.
Gordon gonna play the 2.
Huh.
Kawhi playing 3.
Wherever he's at.
Played 4 in college, shit.
I mean, he did,
Mm.
but I don't know
It's
about
tough.
that.
I like that.
Fuck Kawhi doing I ain't never seen before.
On defense.
I'm talking about what he's doing right now, what he don't want to play.
Oh yeah, no, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
And Coach Pop can't get a hold. He
Yeah.
can't get control of it.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
what's
I don't
tripping
think
me
he plays in the playoffs.
If it's anybody but Kawhi Leonard, This is leading Sports Center every night.
Yeah.
We're talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
it
no, for
every
sure.
day.
Yeah, now if it was anybody else.
Let LeBron James pull this.
Let Russell Westbrook, let anybody in this Western Conference top 8 pull this bullshit.
Yeah.
For sure.
He might lose a fan behind this for real if he healthy. For real.
Yeah, tweet us with questions during the show at Full. Again, my bad. Let's give a shout out again to Brent Intelligence for giving that email question. Shout out to Brent.
Solid question right there.
Solid question for sure. Now, tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell all the friends.
To tell Cousin George. Shout out to Cousin. Hey, shout out to Cousin George.
Shout out to Cousin George.
And the Revolution will be podcast week.
You better know it.
Before we start the first half, you got a poll question for the listeners.
Yes, sir.
Let the people hear it.
Poll question this week is: which injury will cause the biggest impact on the first round 2017-2018 playoffs? Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry, Joel Embiid, Kawhi. I don't mess with you no more, Leonard.
All right. Don't mess with you no more, Leonard.
Bad Keisha Cole.
Yeah, not for sure.
I sound hurt.
Yeah, hurt.
Real hurt.
I think with Gordon Hayward going out, the Celtics were behind the 8 ball anyway.
Yeah.
With Steph Curry being out in the first round, they're gonna at least get an easier matchup. Come on, they can get past. I think Joel Embiid not being there or Kawhi Leonard are the two bigs.
Moving up, I think it's the other way around. Joel with Philadelphia moving to 3 and possibly playing like a
Washington or Miami
Washington or Indiana. They're 6 right now. I believe.
I think Miami's 6.
I would rather play them than not play Washington or somebody like that. They're okay at 3.
Yeah.
And then Foles is playing well. Ben Simmons is stepping into his own. That team is playing on another level right now.
I think it's a wash between Kyrie and Joel because Kyrie, that team ain't nothing without Kyrie.
Yeah, but the Celtics, listen, once they got behind the 8 ball with Gordon and then this keep going down.
I think both of those teams are a year ahead of schedule.
Yeah, but when they was rolling, when he was good, they were rolling.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
It's just again with Joel Embiid. When they get in the playoffs when the game slow down, they don't got Joel.
Got to get back in shape. He had just got back in shape. I mean, it was February, March when he got in shape. But
I mean, you don't practice.
Yeah, he don't practice. He
don't play
right
back.
Yeah, no.
Real quick, yes or no question? Is Kyrie damaged goods?
I think the Boston Celtics staff, man.
I'm talking about Kyrie Irving. Is Kyrie Irving damaged goods? Yes or no?
No. I think he's injury prone.
I think he's damaged goods. They said his knee was a whole lot worse than what people said in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
I mean, he played, 2 seasons without injury?
Mm-hmm.
The championship year and then the year after that. So, I mean,
same knee.
Kyrie is probably one of those guys who needs to go to a schedule like Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be honest.
Don't practice on that.
Don't practice, or maybe practice light.
Or
don't play back-to-backs.
Or
minutes.
Adjust his game to the point where he's not on the floor.
You can't adjust his game. You can't adjust his
game.
Busy, man. He got to go.
Yeah, he got to.
You can't tell him, hey, just be a pass. You can't. He got to go.
Well, not a pass first, but he definitely can rely on and jump a little bit more.
Yeah, what I was saying is going to the rack.
All right,
but that's killing the league, though.
That's one-dimensional. You don't want that boy to.
Oh no, most definitely.
No, most definitely. So what you're saying is the biggest impact I think would be Kawhi Leonard not being there.
Yeah, I got Kawhi.
Yeah.
I got Kyrie.
Most definitely. Let us know. You ready to start the first half, fellas?
Let's do it.
The first half is underway.
First half, how the sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week before we get started. I'm Jay Hope.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What's cracking?
I'm
back, baby.
You back?
Woo! It feel good.
Most definitely.
Feel good.
Glad to have you, man.
For sure.
Man, y'all don't need me, man. I watch the show.
Chill.
Wouldn't say without you, bro.
For sure, most definitely. Where can they find you on social media?
FSP_Weezy on IG.
Most definitely.
I'm at How Weezy on Twitter.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Most definitely. Then Jeff, what about you? Where you at on social media?
Go on, let them have it.
Huh? Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Okay. So what was told, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that you got a Snapchat right now. Where can they find you on Snapchat?
For one reason, though.
What's up?
Only for one reason.
You ain't got to put out there your one time.
Damn!
I'm just saying.
What you say?
Don't worry about it. Just go ahead in the post-production. It's all right. Nah, man, that challenge I accepted.
Okay.
That's part of it. That's how they.
The 90-day challenge.
Yeah, for real. That's how we tell you.
I believe you.
No, I'll show it to you.
I believe
Yeah.
it. He got a new nickname. You want me to go on his new nickname?
You don't need to do it like
Who
that.
got a new nickname?
You don't need to do it like that.
You can find me and Jay Hove everywhere on all
It's
social
the kingdom open,
media.
though.
For sure. The kingdom is still locked up.
He got a new,
Okay,
he got a new nickname coming, man. You hear me? Don't he saving you.
Nah,
They say-
what's my nickname? Will?
Nah, we don't let it ride.
Okay.
They said don't do it.
Yeah.
Sean Watch, I want to do it, Sean Watch. You hear me?
Can we start the first half?
Let's do
Let's
it.
start the first half of the NCAA championship game. The Villanova Wildcats are the NCAA national champions for the second time in 3 years.
You didn't want to see that guy.
I didn't want to say that, yeah, for sure. They got out to a slow start against the Michigan Wolverines, but once Dante DiVincenzo started to take off, the game quickly got out of hand. Dante, man.
Shout out to Dante.
Shout out to Dante.
Is that number 10?
Number 10, he had 31 points off the bench.
Yeah.
He was rolling.
He was
though.
rocking.
Yeah.
The most ever for a non-starter in a title game. And also a gorgeous two-hand block on defense. That was by his
That's a great
athletics.
block. That's a great block.
That was a great block.
Picture Dante going back to campus.
Ooh, Dante DiVincenzo. Dude, the Wolverines shot 3 for 23 from three-point range. That hurt them. And what about the city of Philadelphia? They up right now. They up right now. The process is process.
The process is processing.
Eagles won.
Back to that game, though.
What's that?
Michigan stopped going to the big guy. The
He
big guy was
tired.
killing.
He was the only one hooping.
Yeah.
He was killing them.
He was cooking.
Yeah.
He was like 9 for
He
9.
was cooking. They ain't making any shots.
They were out
Historically, their backcourt usually shoots very well. Didn't do anything. Murdered them.
They were outmatched. That just wasn't a good matchup for Michigan. Shout out to Dante. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
shout out
saying.
to
Shout out to
Dante.
Dante.
Shot.
Now, with Villanova winning the 2017-18 NCAA championship, it is now time to crown the 2018 FSP Bracket Challenge champion.
Oh.
Now, coming in third place was me with Tom Shepard's 30-point thermal. Coming in second was Coach Brown, Sidney Dean's biker shorts, and the winner of the 2018 NCAA Championship FSP Bracket Challenge, P.O.
Wow, they didn't want to say that, P.O.
Shout out to P.O.
What's POT name?
The Untamed Soul of Busy Bee.
That's a nice name, right?
For sure, man.
Shout out to P.O., man.
Yeah.
He gets the FSP gift package if I can find you, P.O. And he, for sure. And he submitted his victory speech for all to hear. Let's hear.
All right, this your main man, P.O., you know, the 2018 FSP bracket champ, the Untamed Soul of Busy Bee. You know, all those hours of film study, breaking down film paid off, you feel me? But I'm glad I participated, had fun. I will be defending my crown next year. And, you know, champ, baby.
Shout out to P.O.
Hey,
You put little to no thought into that.
I ain't say that, Jeff. I ain't say that, P.O. Jeff said that.
you still won,
Won.
P.O.
Nah,
You
shout
won.
out to P.O.
Shout out to P.O.
You
man.
jinxed me, man.
Yeah,
I had it.
you did.
I had it.
I don't know. Let me tell you what I messed up doing. I won my heart.
Yeah.
And I knew Michigan was a better team.
Yeah.
I won my heart, Jeff.
You had to, though. I mean,
We just came off a damn ACC championship.
What does P.O. get? What does he get?
The gift challenge.
What
The
does he get?
FSP gift basket.
Oh, okay.
swag bag.
Swag bag.
Yeah.
Hey, coming
What
in
you
the mail?
worried about?
It coming in the mail?
Nah, we hand delivered.
Oh, okay.
What you worried
I'm just
about?
saying we came in the mail or something. Make sure you send the right area code or zip code or something.
Why you say that? Why you say that, Will?
I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
I still want. You
You still
Two
want
league weeks.
Two league.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
I ain't seen that in the mail yet, but this coming. It's
Wait,
coming.
yeah, yo, you just wait. I was gonna call you something else. You just wait, brother.
Oh
Just
my
wait.
God, man.
Lord have
Let's
mercy.
keep it in basketball, y'all.
Because he was already, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He was already, you know what I'm saying, in the hole anyway, we gonna do it.
Oh,
You feel what I'm saying?
We gonna
Let's
do it.
if we're gonna do it.
All right, I'm out of
I'm
this.
just saying.
All right, let's roll.
Now I'm out.
Nah,
Y'all
let's
got
roll.
it? Y'all good?
Yeah, we
All right.
better be straight.
Uh-oh.
I ain't no better be ready.
All right. Let's keep it in basketball, guys. The Big Three has officially signed, an endorsement deal with Adidas to be the outfitter for the league for the next 3 years.
Mm.
They're going to provide uniforms, apparel, and fan merchandise, and tees, hoodies, and hats for the 3-on-3 half-court league. It's a big deal right there.
Yeah, nah, for sure they need it.
They seem to be going all in right now.
Yeah.
Somebody believe in the Big Three.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
throwing contracts and deals and money out.
They suing people, all type of stuff.
The draft going to be on FS1.
Yeah. Yeah,
Live
for sure.
on the Skip Bayless show. I forget the name of Undisputed.
Somebody
Yeah.
believe
And
in
it
the Big
starts
Three.
April the 11th. It starts as far as the announcement,
Yeah.
things of that nature. Fox Sports are really behind Big Three. They believe in
He's something.
and Ice Cube. So I guess they're looking for that Friday sequel.
Is your boy gonna play this year?
Who that? Gilbert?
Yeah.
Nah, Gilbert's not playing.
He Gilbert to play.
Barron's playing. BD's playing.
Yeah,
Nate.
it's some solid players in there.
Yeah.
AI, I hope AI don't come back.
No, AI needs for real.
AI
needs to
good
chill. Nah, he need to chill.
I hope he don't.
He stole church's money too.
Nah, man, he just.
You know he stole church's money.
Nah,
He probably didn't pay for that at all.
Yeah, right.
He stole church's
No,
money.
he got paid for that. Because
Yeah.
they set him up front.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He played
Yeah.
last every game and
He
everything.
thought he was gonna be hooping up out there.
Yeah,
He wasn't
definitely.
hooping up.
Them boys was
And they was
styling.
really playing.
Them boys was styling the hell out of that. Let's move on to high school basketball. 5-star recruit Darius Baisley will become the first American basketball prospect to skip college and join the G League out of high school. Now, Baisley is committed to Syracuse, but he will decommit so he can sign with a G League contract upon turning 18 years old. This also means that Baisley will be paid a G League salary rather than going to the NCAA's amateurism rules. And G League salaries have based right around $19,500 to $26,000. This is a good or bad deal for Baisley.
This is just a tornado of stuff.
Yeah.
That's around the NCAA. It's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
As time goes.
I'm just going to be, I mean, if this pays off and he's selected towards the top part of the 2019 draft, this could be a trailblazing move, man. I just know that any G League team that draft him, they don't have rights for the 2019. They just have rights for him for this year to play in the G League. So it could be a big deal. It could be bad.
I understand what he did, but he jumped too soon. He jumped too soon because it's 26,000 ain't enough for me to miss college and miss,
Yeah.
me being a top athlete in college. 26,000 ain't enough. You know what I'm saying?
That first year of college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
That first year of
coming in as a 5-star in college and on a good campus. You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Go to class and then I'm going to the house and going to the room and I'm having a good time.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Nobody's stupid, right?
Right. Nah, I'm telling you, people go to college and they get paid more than $26,000. Let's keep it real.
He jumped too soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they still play. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I was watching Javon Quinley, who's going to be a starting point guard at Villanova next year. He got, they showed his crib, not his crib, his bedroom.
Yeah.
Man, he got shoes. He got 200 pair of shoes. How the hell you,
Right.
what? How? What?
Huh?
Yeah.
We ain't snitching though.
Oh, okay. No snitch. No
This
snitch.
kid, he gonna play in G League.
Yeah.
He gonna stay at the Quality Inn.
What's his grades look like though? That's what we need to talk about.
I know, he was
good.
Nah, he was good.
He was good.
He was good.
He gonna stay at Quality Inn.
I don't know what this
Buy his
about.
own food.
Currently, 38% of the NBA players spent at least some time in the G League. So, we'll see.
Let's go to one of those feel good stories.
Okay.
Stedman Bailey.
Oh.
He's 3 years removed from playing in the NFL, but he's ready to make his return, y'all. The former Rams receiver has made tremendous strides recovering from a drive-by incident where he was shot in the head and ended up in critical condition. Most of us thought his football career was over.
Most definitely.
However, he's ready to prove all of us wrong. He worked out in Marshall's Pro Day on Wednesday. He's trying to get some attention from the scouts.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for the guy, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. In that pro day, he ran, 4.4?
Yeah.
And I think when he came
27.
out, he ran 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Look good.
Yeah.
He's shape. He got a he has a plate, a metal plate placed in his head. This should help with taking the hits and playing football. They say that's probably clear though.
Yeah, man.
So he's cleared to play.
He's clear to play, for sure.
He was
Hope somebody takes a chance.
Yeah, right. They thought he was never gonna walk again.
Yeah.
In fact, he's able to play again. That's
And
dope.
he running a 4.43. Man, it's a great thing. I can't wait to see Shazier get out there and get back going too.
Yeah.
So for sure. That's a feel good
Yeah,
story.
feel good story.
Yeah, man. Let's talk some NBA 2K, man. The greatest man who ever played the game. Me. I should have got it. Hey,
We 5 years too late.
Oh my God.
Like God.
I'm sick about this, Jeff. The NBA 2K League took the biggest and most important step yet in its formation, conducting a live fucking draft, dog. The inaugural 2K League draft was held in New York City, in MSG. Dang. Most of these individuals, 102 of them that were drafted, were the best players out of 72,000 that qualified. Now, most of them will sign a 6-month contract and move to new cities or even a new country. Some, I think 7 of them came from outside of the U.S. They'll live with their teammates in rent-free housing with salaries of $35,000 for the first-round picks and $32,000 for all others for 6 months. That's higher than some G League salaries.
Yeah.
No, most G League
Most G
salaries.
League salaries. Yeah.
All right. Along with benefits including medical insurance and a retirement plan.
Oh, okay. That makes a little bit worth.
$35,000 plus room and board.
Come on, man.
Live.
For 6 months?
For 6 months, you live.
And you get benefits. And they'll train every day just playing 2K, in which they'll compete for a share of the $1 million prize pool. Is this good or bad for NBA 2K players?
Awesome.
This is awesome. 19, 20 years old doing this.
There's some people older than that.
Oh, yeah, no, most definitely.
It's some 31s in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody had some crazy stats in there. They have
Man.
like 17, 18, 19.
Sick about this.
Have you ever accidentally stumbled onto that? What's it called? The league where the Drew, not Drew League, but like when you play and you get selected on 2K, you play online with people you don't play with before. You play the 5-on-5.
Oh yeah, just like a pickup. Yeah.
Man, you think you nice?
No, you're not nice.
You're not nice like that.
I'm telling you, they have individual man. Shout out to D Nice.
Yeah.
Man, D Nice didn't watch me play against somebody. Man, I got my ass kicked one time online just playing with my player.
Oh, okay.
They serious.
Exactly. Dog.
They're serious. Dog.
I put my player. He got selected.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This man had on a full outfit and braids, hooping in no shirt. He killed me.
Yeah.
He was killing me, but.
The
The season,
it's real.
Oh, it's real as hell. The season tips off in May and will feature right around 17 NBA clubs that are represented. That's more than half.
Yeah.
So they get those other 13 teams.
They put more behind this than do the WNBA.
Man, ooh, Jeff, leave that alone.
They seem like it.
Hey, I'm gonna leave that alone.
They
It's
seem
true.
like
32,000.
Come on, man.
Come on, 35 for your first round picks. We about 5 years too late.
Too late. Easy.
Well, I'm high
Like
about
5 years ago, we in this.
that. Me and Hassan, listen.
Yeah. Me and Walt Stills, we in this.
Man,
5 years ago,
2K?
we in this.
Jesus.
You couldn't fool Hassan.
You crazy. I used to beat the hell out of Hassan.
I don't know that.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's move to the NFL, guys. Talk about quarterback Drew Brees. According to a lawsuit filed this week by Brees, the C.J. Charles Jewelers overcharged the Saints quarterback for multiple pieces of jewelry over a 6-year period. Brees realized what was going on when he had $15 million jewelry collection appraised and found out that it was worth roughly $9 million less than what he was told and what it was sold to him for.
Jesus.
Got to be more careful.
What the hell is Drew Brees buying all this ice for? He feel like with cash money or something?
It's New Orleans.
Man,
It's
get
New
your roll
Orleans.
on.
Have you seen the jewelry?
Nah.
It's some
What's he
pieces.
buying?
But he bought a blue diamond.
Yeah.
He bought watches. Why in the hell is Drew Brees spending $250,000 on a bust down Rolex?
Have you
Everything
heard
paid for.
Drew
That's why he's
Brees pregame speeches to his team? Like,
Yeah,
it makes sense to you think about it.
Or maybe he's just buying his wife diamonds and
It
stuff
don't matter.
because he might be in the doghouse.
Everything paid for. That's why
You
he
know,
buying.
He wear
I
dress.
told you that.
Kobe got that big ring.
Yeah.
He got that big ring. Said it's all bet.
He showed
I
you.
just, man, nah.
You know what?
Can you see Drew Brees going to spend $8 million on jewelry? that don't make
man.
sense.
Like,
man.
I can't see him with the
Hell
bracelet, the real ring.
Yeah, he got the big ass.
He got the cash money
Yeah,
starter
the
kit
yeah.
on.
That don't make no sense, dog. Dang, he made what? And they were saying that he was struggling with money.
Yeah.
What? He made $194 million playing quarterback in the NFL. How the hell is he struggling with
This
money?
explains it, though. This explains why he's struggling with money. Because if he's spending $15 million on jewelry and don't know what he's buying,
Yeah, that's true too.
He down.
They saying Drew crazy with his money. Drew
This
Brees does not
explains
look like he even buys shit unless it's at Target,
He
dog.
donate too much money.
probably donating a lot,
He give
taking care of a lot of
He
people.
giving away too much to the
He
church
bought
and all that.
He bought the Balenciaga runner shoes.
He got some runners.
He probably do that.
Look at Weezy.
He has runners. I'm going to get the green jersey. He got some runners for real.
Before we get started with halftime, let's talk about the Beyonce and Amigos. Huncho Medina himself, Mr. Quavo. Quavo and Amigos kicked off his 27th birthday by giving back to the children and fans of Berkmar High School in Norcross, Georgia, an area becoming known as, quote-unquote, the North. The North. Now, the closed public event was for teachers, faculty, and students of Berkmar High School, held on Easter Sunday. It started with an Easter egg hunt, face painting contest, and bounce houses. Have you ever gotten a bounce house before, Joe?
To pick up, yeah, it's rough.
I mean, a bounce house ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah,
Now, you can die in one
Now,
of those.
real quick,
For real.
as an adult,
Yeah, nah, hell
you stay
yeah.
out of there, man.
Now you stay out of there bounce house.
Yeah.
Before Team Huncho faced off against Team Julio in touch football. Coach 2 Chainz led the Team Huncho team with a stacked deck of hip-hop artists from Quavo, Offset, 21 Savage, Alvin Kamara, Von Miller, and Ty Gurley. And Ric Flair was on the Team Huncho side. for sure, rooting for Quavo. Now, Team Julio consisted of Julio Jones, Ezekiel Elliott, Martellus Bennett, Jacquees, the R&B singer,
yeah.
okay, and Josh Norman, just to name a few. Now, the back and forth game ended with an Ezekiel Elliott touchdown, as many games do, giving the win and the bragging rights to Team Julio. Is this something that will pick up for Quavo?
We need to do this.
For sure.
We need to do this.
Ooh, a FSP,
FSP
touch football.
Touch football game.
Ooh.
I'm open right now.
Ooh.
We need to do this.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
set something like this up.
Let's do it.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Get
That'll
this,
be good.
Yeah, get this right.
Let's get it going.
I'm open
You open right now?
right now.
We serious. I gotta get my ankle braces.
Yeah,
and
nah,
shit.
they ain't gonna call it.
Sure.
I ain't going no ankle brace.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don Joyce, gotta get him going. Nigga, no, man. Hey, man, nigga, no.
I ain't doing nothing.
Nothing
athletic.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you. Every day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guys. We work out Tuesday, Thursday, putting up shots.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Every time I get out there, I mean, you know what? I think I'm finna start back hooping.
Then you realize.
And then I sit and think, man, hell no, I ain't finna start back hooping. Kiss my ass. Ooh, shit. Y'all ready to get started with halftime?
Yeah, hurry up. Hurry up, man.
Yeah.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. I'm going to jump right into this really quick. I'm tired of this debate. I'm tired of the LeBron James, Michael Jordan debate. Who's the best? First of all, they are two different players. One wants to get other people the ball. The other one wants to score and lead his team to victory. One is a killer. One is not. I know you may not like this, guys. Michael Jordan's a killer. LeBron is not. I love LeBron's game. He is the best player in this era. But when we're talking about being the best overall, we're talking about how you lead, the teams that you have, who's on your team, number of rings, MVPs, things of that nature. Now, LeBron's stats are going to be astronomical. Statistical wise, he is going to be better than Michael Jordan. He has been playing since he was 18. Hey, he's in his 15th year and it doesn't look like he's slowing down. Also, we have to take into consideration the way defense is played in the NBA now. It isn't. When Jordan was coming about, you had the bad boy Pistons. You had those New York Knicks. You had some hard-nosed defensive teams, and you could club people on the floor. They were boxing in the NBA. The games are different. If I want championships, if I want a person who can lead teams without other major superstars, I want Michael Jordan. LeBron is great. Don't get me wrong, guys. But 3-7 in the finals, the only finals he should have lost, it's the first one when they played the Spurs. In crunch time, Mike says, give me the ball. I don't see that from LeBron. From the best player ever, I want a killer. I want an assassin. Bum of the week is going out to all these individuals who put stats above wins, championships, being a leader. But that's what sports has come to now. It's about how well I feel the stat line, not how well I lead or how many championships I win. Because everybody gets a trophy now. So to all you people who feel like LeBron is a better player, you guys are the bums of the week. Hey, I'm the coach, Coach Brown it is, Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. The old age debate, LeBron versus Michael Jordan. I don't think the comparison with LeBron should be more towards Magic Johnson because they're equal. I think the only person that you can kind of debate about Michael Jordan is Kobe Bean Bryant. That's it.
In your opinion?
I mean, I just couldn't compare because they're two totally different players. They play two totally different positions. Why don't you put LeBron with Magic?
Because who did Michael Jordan play in the playoffs?
Play against in the finals?
Yeah. Who's guarding?
Oh, who's guarding?
John Stockton?
Nah,
Byron Russell?
Nah.
Let's see, Byron Russell, Jeff Hornacek,
Clyde Drexler.
Jeff Hornacek, Byron
Gary
Russell.
Payton.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Payton, that's the
Richard
girl.
Dumas.
Okay. See?
Dan Marley.
See?
Clyde, yeah.
It wasn't Russell Westbrook. It wasn't Kyrie.
No. There's some
It
good
wasn't
players.
it
Mitch
wasn't
Richmond
James
was out there.
Harden.
Reggie
It wasn't
Miller was out there. He played against some
It
people.
wasn't no James Harden.
He's a Michael Finals, though.
But he's in the playoff.
I'm just saying, period. It wasn't no James
yeah.
Harden.
Mhm.
It wasn't no stretch forwards out there. Who's the stretch forward out there?
No, I wouldn't.
That wasn't invented back
That
then.
wasn't.
Now I'm trying to tell you that.
But
iPhone
what's
came
stretch
out.
forward? What's the stretch forward got to do with Michael Jordan?
I'm just saying LeBron James plays against better talent.
I can see that. It's more talent for sure. Everything. That's why I don't like comparing.
I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I
You
hate
can't
it.
do that. Then people got to stop doing
Let's
that.
just appreciate the game.
Yeah, unless the only person. Now, if they played against each other, you can compare. Michael Jordan played against an old ass. Well, Kobe Bryant played against an old ass Michael Jordan. He
Alright.
dropped 55 on him.
You
60, I think.
you the Sacramento Kings. You get the first round pick.
Yeah.
You got LeBron. You got Jordan.
You
Come
can't.
on.
No.
Is it
I'm just
LeBron?
saying,
It's
what you
all
taking?
errors. That'll never happen.
I'm just saying.
Hear me out.
You-
Is it LeBron come out of high school and Jordan come out of North Carolina?
Yeah. Ooh, who you got? Ooh. Ooh. Ball off pure potential. Who you got?
Give me Michael Jordan.
Ouch.
Only person I'm questioning, not picking.
It's cold.
Besides, hell yeah, Kobe Bryant's a different person, man. Kobe Bryant is a different.
Yeah, just mentally, he just
Yeah,
locked in.
for sure. Michael Jordan is that same person.
Ah.
LeBron mentally ain't got it.
Okay, well, I'm taking LeBron just because
Yeah,
he
for
do
sure.
more. He can do more with less.
I think, but that's why you get.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah.
Could Michael Jordan have taken that
Yeah.
Cleveland team to the final?
Yeah,
Hell nah.
yeah. Michael Jordan.
Candace Carter's little brother? No
Older
sir.
brother.
Older brother? No sir. Not that squad.
All I'm saying is Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. That's it.
That's a top 50 player, though.
You know, he made him a top 50 player. No, most.
Now, that's disrespectful.
No, for sure.
That's disrespectful.
No, I'm telling you. Listen, but LeBron James played with Kyrie Irving. LeBron James played with real good D Wade.
Yeah,
you know,
Bosh.
but you forgot him.
Oh, I
You forgot he played with Yilgauskas and
That's an all-star.
Daniel Marshall,
Mo Williams is an all-star.
Mo Williams. Come on, man. Mo Williams.
Scottie Pippen went further without Michael Jordan than Michael Jordan ever went without Scottie Pippen.
Oh my.
Come on, you can't bring that up.
It's
I
true.
can bring it. That's
Nah.
the absolute truth.
Michael Jordan, when that team, he had no Luke Longley, he had no Steve Kerr, he didn't have pieces. By the time the pieces got there, Mike won 6 in the thing. Don't disrespect Michael
I'm
Jordan.
not disrespecting Michael Jordan. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying Scottie went further without Mike, and Mike never went without Jordan.
We'll never know. That's how
They
you're
say,
wrong.
they say triple doubles overrated, man. So here we go.
Speaking of a triple double, you ready to get started the second half?
Let me put my gloves on.
Let's do it.
All right.
The second half is underway.
Second half, 27-18, NBA Western Conference playoffs, FSP style.
Sir.
Before we get started, I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff. Oh, goodness. Excuse me.
Well, Weezy, what's cracking?
We're here, man.
Hey, I'm ready to roll.
You know, for sure, as the 2017-18 NBA season is coming to an end, it's once again time for FSP to stir up another argument, or 3, as it's time for comparing player statistics, creating a player playoff style format to determine the best player in the NBA. Now, LeBron won the East last week.
Let's do it.
This week, we have to see who this week, we see
Who win the West?
who win the West.
May the best man win.
May the best man win. Now, last year's FSP NBA player playoff seedings went as numbered. Number 1, and coming out of the West, was Russell Westbrook. Number 2 was Kawhi Leonard. Number 3 was Kevin Durant. Number 4, Steph Curry. Number 5 was James Harden. 6, Anthony Davis. 7, DeMarcus Cousins. And 8, and last but not least, Draymond Green. Now, what we did, we asked our listeners to give their top 8 players in each conference. Same criteria as the last year: offense, defense, team impact or success, mental, and consistency, with a tiebreaker of which player would I pick if I needed to win a game tomorrow with average NBA talent around.
Make sure you get
Most definitely.
average.
With average. Yeah, for sure.
NBA talent.
Most definitely. Now, injured players are not allowed to be included in the top 8. So, you have to play more than 50 games this season. You have to play more than 50 games this season. We could have went down to 40, because that's half the NBA season, when you say.
Too late.
But in turn,
That's right.
we took it up
to 50.
to 50. And
doing that, man.
For sure, got our seating together. Now, did we do the snubs first?
Yeah, let's do snubs.
Yeah,
Don't
do
get them out of the
snubs
way.
Snubs. Paul George, who is the number 3 player in the Eastern Conference last year, snubbed not being a top 8 player in the West. You got Nikola Jokic, who is on my list, being one of the best players in the Eastern Conference. You have Jimmy Butler as well, snubbed. C.J. McCollum, and last but not least, Chris Paul, not included in our top 8.
Y'all have anyone of them on y'all list?
I had Nikola Jokic.
I had Paul George as a possible on my list.
You can't have a possible.
I mean, but I could have fought with Paul George if I wanted.
For sure, most definitely, I can dig that.
Either one of those guys on my list.
So without further ado, Jeff, you want to give out the rankings for the 27-18 NBA Eastern Conference player playoffs? Western Conference. Yeah, for sure. My bad.
Now you threw me off.
Yeah.
Starting number 8, right?
Yep.
Carl Anthony Towns, number 8 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Number 7, LaMarcus Aldridge of the San Antonio Spurs. Number 6, the reigning MVP, Mr. Now I Do What I Want, Mr. Why Not, Russell Westbrook. Number 5, Steph Curry. Number 4, Dame Lillard. Number 3, Kevin Durant of the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Anthony Davis of the New Orleans Pelicans. Number 1, James Harden of the Houston Rockets.
Solid list.
Great list.
Great list.
For this year, it's a great list.
Solid list for this year, for sure. Think it's, we'll get to it, for sure. So we have a player playoff style. So James Harden will play Karl Anthony Towns first round. KD will play Russ first round. Dame Lillard will play Stephen Curry first round. And Anthony Davis will go up against LaMarcus Aldridge. We will start off with James Harden versus Karl Anthony Towns. Who do you want, Joe?
I'll take
Big cat.
I'll take Carl Anthony.
All right, so I'll start with James Harden. 30 points a game this year, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and he will play in 70-plus games. Increase his field goal percentage and three-point percentage for sure.
All right. Karl Anthony Towns, 22. Was not ranked last year. Averaged 21.2 points a game, 12 rebounds, 2.4 assists. Played in 80 games this year.
Most definitely. Now, James Harden was 5th last year, so him being the number 1 seed lets you know about this year that he's having. But
Absolutely.
even with Cat, man, I think he had 65 double-doubles this year, playing out of his mind, taking away. But he averaged 25 last year.
Exactly.
So you add Jimmy Butler into this, though,
Yeah.
it's going to take away maybe 10
a couple
shots
of buckets.
for sure. So he still did his thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for him to get past James Harden, though, the year that James Harden had.
Yeah, I just
Do we have to do this?
Yeah, we got to. Just for we got to.
I mean,
Part of it.
it's not even, but, we'll get into some specifics as far as what James Harden did this year, I'm sure. But, let's just keep it a buck.
Yes,
He leads-
let's be honest on this.
Yeah, he leads league in points per game, top 5 in assists. He leads the league
Yeah.
player efficiency, first in win shares. Come on, man.
James Harden moves on.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy.
All right. You want to write this with him?
Y'all can write it.
Yeah, all right.
Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns for putting up with
Oh, no, for
having a
sure.
great year.
Now, listen, Cat.
That team is competitive.
Yeah,
Any other year, that team would be locked in the playoff spot right now.
yeah,
Where the West is shaping up is just an anomaly this year. It's crazy.
yeah.
So
He ran into a brick wall.
it's nothing to sneeze at what he's done.
He increases 3-point percentage. He shoot 40%
Yeah.
from 3.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Yeah, it's nothing
Now,
to sneeze at. Like,
Yeah, he's having a great
He's got
year.
a tough draw.
He had a
Got
tough
a
draw,
tough draw,
for
so.
sure. What we had next week?
Next we are doing the 3 versus 6, right?
Most definitely.
Or 2 versus 7.
3-6.
3-6.
Mhm.
We're going Russell Westbrook
Mm-hmm.
versus Kevin Durant.
Ooh.
Who you want?
I don't have a dog in this fight.
Who do you want? Who you
I
want?
can't take Russell Westbrook because that's Jeff's guy.
No, you can take Russell Westbrook.
No,
Nah.
we're not gonna do
I'll
that.
take Kevin Durant.
No, I'll take KD for sure. For sure. Kevin Durant was number 3 last year. He's 29 years old. Increased his points. Maintained his rebounds. Maintained his assists. Blocks went up. Field goal percentages right around 51%. And 42 from 3 increased that. So he's looking at 50, 40, 90 at a wing position.
The key thing he said was his blocks went up.
Yes, blocks did go up for sure. His defensive fit is crazy. It's not even close. Go ahead with Russell Westbrook's stats.
Russ was ranked number 1 last year.
For sure.
Rightfully so, MVP season. He's 29 years old. He's averaging 25 points a game, 9.9 rebounds a game, 10.1 assists. He's on the verge of averaging another triple-double again this year. What a guy. His offensive rebounds are going up this year. His efficiency is actually going up this year. And he's played 2 more minutes per game. The minutes are gone this year.
Yeah, that's
2
crazy.
more minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had 2 more minutes a game this year.
Yeah.
34 to 36.
How many games has he played?
78 of it. They only played. They got 3 more left. So they this 1 game this year.
Yeah, no, for sure. Shout out to Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's go through the criteria.
All right, so with offense, Kevin Durant's the most offensively gifted player that we've seen in a long time. Russell Westbrook is a great scorer, for sure.
Okay.
But Kevin Durant wins offense, right?
No.
Oh, shit. Let me put my basketball down.
How?
Who's the better shooter?
KD. Better score.
KD. Who's a better scorer between Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant?
We doing this already? We doing
Hell
this already?
How is Russell Westbrook a better scorer than Kevin Durant? Please. Please.
All right.
Please. I just want to know how this is possible. Since we're going to do it, let's just go ahead and do it. Listen, Russell Westbrook is a dynamic talent. There ain't no question about that. But at the same time, he's the worst three-point shooter in the NBA. Let's keep it a buck.
He's the worst 3-point shooter in the NBA.
For sure. He's shooting 29%.
That's the worst 3-point
I
shooter.
don't think it's the worst.
No, I'm telling you.
He
As far as
just
people,
saying.
no, I'm saying he's the worst 3-point shooter at
At his
29%.
position.
No, he shoots 5 threes a game. You know who else shoots as many threes as Russell
Shoots
Westbrook?
4 threes a game.
You know who shoots as many 3-points as him? Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Dame Lillard.
He shoots
Well,
4
those
threes a
are
game.
sharp shooters.
He actually went
I
back.
see.
He actually takes less 3-pointers this year than he did last year. He took 7 last year.
So he
takes
also
3. He takes 3 less this year.
he also decreased his, but he's shooting 29%, so that's even worse, right? He's shooting 29%.
Yeah, no, that's worse.
Yeah,
That's
for
worse.
sure. He decreased his turnovers. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's good, but he's still
Increases steals.
still leading the league in turnovers though.
Increases steals.
Yeah, for sure. This is the thing about him. His effective field goal percentage is down to 44. This is you talking about efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
It's down to 44.6. Since 2000 and 2001, there's only been 7 players who finished with a lower scoring efficiency at such a high volume than Russell Westbrook. You know who those 7 players are?
Talk to me.
Allen Iverson 3
The
times.
greatest player.
Okay. Michael Jordan at 38 years
the
old.
greatest.
Ricky Davis, a 19-year-old LeBron James, Paul Pierce, Jerry Stackhouse, and a late career Chris Webber. Twice.
Out of those 6 people you named,
For sure.
4 of them in the Hall of Fame. That's great company.
What does that have to
That's
do
great
with
company.
anything?
4, you named 6 players and played in the NBA.
Did any of them win?
4 of
Did
them
any of
in the
them
NBA.
win?
Sure, this the greatest ever.
At 38
That's
years
what I'm
old.
saying.
At 38, we're talking about a
To
38-year-old.
beat Jordan at 38, you got to beat Jordan at 22.
At 38 years
To
old.
beat Jordan at 38, you
You
had
just
to have been
talking
Jordan
now.
at
That
22.
don't even make no sense.
That's the same
At
thing.
38 years old, they were out in the first round. He was with the Washington Wizards. He had a terrible year.
Okay.
This is the thing about him. He is a terrible person to be on the team with. Just terrible.
You saying he
How
has no
is-
team chemistry? Nobody likes. None of his teammates like him.
I just wanted
As
to,
a Kobe fan, how the hell can you say nobody likes a person? Nobody like Kobe.
and that is true. But we're not having a player playoffs about Kobe Bryant. We're having a player playoff
About
that
Russell.
includes Russell
Let's
Westbrook.
get back to the criteria though. Let's not get
No, Russell
Because
Westbrook.
he's quoting a bunch of stats.
No, it's
We-
not a stat.
No. You just put a bunch of numbers. When you just the previous segment, you just said numbers don't matter.
No,
You and Coach Brown
A
said
number.
numbers. You said numbers
That's
don't
not
matter.
stats. Or I'm talking about points, rebounds, and assists. Those are stats. That's not a stat.
Anything
That's a fact.
any one of these little BS little things that Sports Center come up with is where they judge players off of. That's all stats to me.
That's
Jay.
not a
The
stat.
numbers.
Those are
No, put the ball in the hoop, bro. That's
Now,
all you got to do.
If you're putting up balls in the hoop, you have to win games.
He
And that's
wins
13-1
He
when he
wins
shoots 1 3-pointer or fewer.
So he wins games.
If he shoots more than that, they're 30-30.
So he wins games.
So what are you doing?
So he's winning games. Right?
When he doesn't shoot 3-pointers? That's what I'm saying. That's an actual number.
It's a stat.
We got certain criteria.
No, that is criteria.
So
He just said offense. That's a part of offense.
so who's the better shooter? KD.
KD.
Score. Come on now.
Better scorer.
Who's a better defender?
That's how we based offense on last week.
What offense is passing, scoring,
Finishing.
finishing?
Yeah, that's all Russ. He's better. He's a better finisher. He's a better passer,
I'll give him the finishing part.
and he's a better passer.
He's a better passer. How the hell is he a better passer? Because he averaged more assists, but he turns over the ball
You can't-
5 more.
You can't give me stats and then take away stats because you don't like the stat.
How's he? This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you
You
look
can't
at
be
it,
the dude playing the dude that want to be the dude.
no, it ain't got nothing to do.
Shout out to Tropical Thunder.
No, this is what I'm saying. Being an offensive player, there's not a better offensive player in our era than Kevin Durant. So how in the fuck
That's
can
true.
Russell Westbrook be close to him in offense?
We're talking about this year. That's true what you're saying.
In life.
That's true.
In
We're
the league.
only basing it off of 1 year.
And I'm saying,
because you can't.
Whose field goal percentage is higher?
I don't know KD's field.
53%.
45.
Whose 3-point percentage is higher?
KD's.
41%. He's
KD's
shooting
high.
29. So what we talking about?
I said he's a better shooter.
No. Field goal percentage is actually getting to the rack.
I said he's a better shooter.
Field goal percentage also has to include rack work.
All right. What's the next criteria?
Defense.
KD. That's two.
Team impact and success.
Russ. You take KD off their team, they don't lose nothing without KD off their team. Russ. End of that.
It ain't the end of that. It's an argument.
There's no damn argument to that. You take KD off their team, they won a championship without KD before he even got there. He made them a super duper team. They were already a super team. He does not do anything other than team other than make them a super duper team.
With this team,
you take Russ off their team, they don't win 30 games. 100%.
Okay.
Move on to the next criteria.
Nah, ain't no way. If it's a person having to do, so you have one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. You have a top 10 all-star, a top 10 player in the league with Paul George, Carmelo Anthony. You mean to tell me that you're fighting for 7th and that's team impact success?
Cameraman says move on.
I don't give a damn what cameraman talking about. If you have offense, if you're talking about team impact success with all that help, and you are a 7 seed, how in the hell are you succeeding?
You and me both know. Now let's take it out. Let's take this all out. You and me both know this is a statistical anomaly what's going on right now with the Western Conference. There's no way all those teams have the same identical record like this. You and me both know that, Jay. If you play the same schedule 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row, this would not shake out that way ever again.
But it is.
It is doing it. No, you're absolutely right. It's doing it this year. But you and me both know this would never happen again.
I'm gonna give Russ. He played with this team. He played with Carmelo and Paul George 1 year. 1 year, no.
Everybody got new teams. Chris Paul played on a new team this year. Jimmy Butler played on a new team this year.
Kyrie Irving
played on a new team this year. So in turn, all of those are higher. They're higher.
No. Minnesota's below them.
Coming off an injury. Don't me when you talking about one thing. When you talking about one criteria. I give you that. Though.
That's consistency.
I give you that.
What's the next one?
Team impact success, consistency. Come on.
Yeah, we got consistency.
Who got consistency?
Number 4.
Team impact success, and the next one is consistency.
And it's Russ.
How's it Russ?
No, the next one is mental.
And we know. And you want to get into the mental?
I know.
Please. You want to get into the mental?
This might be a wash.
That ain't no goddamn wash. Excuse my language. There ain't no wash.
You know it's
Russell
a wash.
Westbrook.
Do we bring up the fact that Kevin Durant left because of not playing with him? Do you mean to tell me
we can't go about this year?
it has something to do with mental. If we're talking about mental, we have to talk about that. We're talking about a person off the court. We don't know. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan were terrible off the court. What are we talking about? Exactly. So in turn, you look. I know for sure. I'm gonna get mine off. So with this,
get mine too
for sure.
Yeah.
So with this dude being a terrible teammate, he's gonna lose yet another person. 2 people. If Carmelo Anthony can get his $24 million made up, he leaves too. So it's him and Steven Adams, the best offensive rebounder in the game.
Well, we already knew Paul George is leaving.
Now he's a sucker.
No, we already knew that.
Everybody that leave, the Russell Westbrook fans are delusional. It's one Russell Westbrook fan that makes sense. And it's my boy Cam. He says to me, well, I'm telling you, he's like, man, we can't win games the way that he plays. And
That's not true.
They haven't won games, and they have so much talent on this team.
They got 3 players on it. They got 4 players on the team, right? Russell, they don't have a deep bench. They don't have a Golden State has a bench. They can't compare them to Golden State. No. That's what I'm saying. Because y'all kill me with that. Oh, you got so much talent. Where is the talent? Name me somebody else on that team off that other than the starting 5 to come off that bench that you would pick on another team. That you would want on your team and be like, I'm happy with him. You won't pick Raymond Felton. You don't want him as your backup
worst person. Jeremy Grant is a good player.
He's the backup point. Raymond Felton's a backup point guard. He logged the most minutes off the bench.
That's bad. Well, it ain't got nothing to do with
Russell Westbrook. That has everything to do with it.
When y'all say Sam Presti about that.
Your point was he has so much talent around him. I'm saying they are a 4-player team. That's it.
Do you think that anybody in this top 8 would love to have Paul George on their team? Do you think anybody would love to have Carmelo Anthony on their team?
Russell Westbrook loves having Paul George on his team.
And he loves Carmelo Anthony on that team too. So in turn, with this boy but they cannot play with this dude.
It's the same. It's 1 year.
So what are we talking about? We talking about we talking about mental, right?
Mental. Right. It is no way.
What about Kevin Durant is not mentally stable?
It's a lot about Kevin Durant not mentally stable.
Basketball. We're talking about basketball.
There's burner Twitter.
What does that have to do with basketball?
Burner Twitter.
That ain't nothing to do with no motherfucking basketball.
Hold on. This year, KD has been teed up.
Get into that.
He's been teed up a lot this year. He's been going off the rate. He went off going off the chain ever since the most I've seen.
He can't handle.
We need to have a definition of mental because what the hell are we talking about with mental? What is mental? What is mental? What are we talking about? What does it have to do with? I just want to know. I just want to know what's the definition of mental when it comes to this criteria? I really want to know.
I'm new here. Because if you find it mental to me, that nigga ain't got it. KD ain't got it. Ain't got it. Can't define it. Can't spell it. Can't spell check it.
So what I'm saying is, so when I'm telling you is, so when KD is there and he says he goes to the front office twice and says, "Hey,
that's why he ain't got the mental.
You gonna let me get mine? I'll let you just scream and call the man a nigga. What we doing?
Come on."
So
man.
in turn, KD goes to the front office and say, "Hey, can somebody at least talk to this dude because it's hard to play with this dude." In turn, nobody talked to him. KD said, "Hey, listen, man, this is becoming a problem. He's a grown man. Talk to him like he's a grown man." Nobody talked to him. He's like, "Man, fuck this. I'm leaving."
You sent that email. You sent that letter out.
It's not letter.
With that article out with no sources. Nobody said this person said that. This person said that. Nobody said that.
It says a front league executive said this.
Jay, Weezy could be a front league executive if we wanted to sell paper. You keep it a buck. Keep it a buck, Weezy. We could say a front league executive.
Now we question this shit.
Nobody, there's no name by it. There's no credible source by that. But when I send you the same stuff, about what Paul George and Carmelo Anthony said about playing with Russell Westbrook, you discredit that. That's coming out right their mouth. See what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't see what you're saying at all, Jim.
Man, come on.
I don't see what you're saying.
If you telling me Kevin Durant,
it's on Fox. It says literally Fox Sports. It's a guy that comes in and talks to Colin Cowherd, and if he sits and says this,
we've already discussed how I feel about Colin Cowherd.
Let the world know how you feel about Colin Cowherd.
Colin Cowherd is the same person that said anybody that watches professional wrestling over the age of eats boogers. That's what he said. Now he has to go sit front row at wrestling events because he has to keep his job at Fox Sports 1. They have to get WWE on their network to save their network. So he has to eat all that. So you can't. I don't care what he got to say.
We gotta move on, y'all.
Yeah. So I'll give you mental. Hell, I'll give you. What else you need? You need consistency. You need consistency.
I don't need anything. He got consistency.
So
he got mental.
He's more consistent than he's a more consistent back. Chill out. It's a more Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. You mean to tell me that Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook can even be in the same room as far as consistency in real life in basketball? What has Russell Westbrook done consistently? What has he done? Turn over the damn ball?
All right, man. Here's my thing, and I'm done with it. You can move KD on all you want to. The moment we are downgrading a triple-double the way we're doing it, that's killing basketball.
So this stat is killing basketball?
No. The way people are downgrading because they don't like Russ. Because if KD, if Steph Curry averages a triple-double, if the Golden Child averages a triple-double, he'd be, oh my God, we've never seen anything like this before. We've never seen anything like this before.
It can be tied up. Let's just go to the tiebreaker. We can. If you had to put one person on the team with average NBA players around him, who would you pick? Anybody. If you're going to be the worst GM in the world because this man.
Hear me out. If you go finish the statement. I'm gonna give you with this one. Can you finish the statement?
Nah, you can kill. Go ahead. What you gonna kill me with?
We've never seen KD not play with a stacked deck.
That ain't got nothing to do.
No, hear me out.
Ain't a stacked deck playing with that dude. What's the stack? What stack been playing with him?
He's never not been in a situation where he had to do it. Never.
Russ
did it last year.
And what did he do?
One MVP took his team to the 6-5.
It lost in the first round. You think KD can't lead a team to the first round and lose?
Has he done it though?
Can he do it?
We haven't seen him do it.
Now, what I'm saying is, what the hell is it? They're fighting. Who's the leader of this team? Who's the leader of the OKC team right now?
Unquestionable, Russell Westbrook.
Right. They're fighting for their playoff lives with two Hall of Fame players on it.
Because it's a statistical anomaly.
Oh, shit, man. Come on with that shit.
We've been watching basketball
I heard talk about this.
Because I'm probably the smartest nigga you know.
Man, that don't make no sense. That's a statistical anomaly.
We've been watching basketball our whole lives.
That don't make no sense.
Have you ever seen a Western conference breakdown like this where it's one game
it's close in every
3 through 10? 3 through 10? I understand 7 through 10, 8 through 10, but 3 through 10? A game and a half?
You have to win the games that are in front of you. Dude loses games for that team. They are at 7 seed for a reason.
We just saw Paul George go 1 for 11. Who lost that game?
Look who lost. Look how he has to get the ball, bro. He's turned him into Victor Oladipo.
That's your man. Why is that a bad thing?
Because he has to have the ball in his hands to work.
So
He can't have the ball in his hands and not work playing alongside a dude like that.
Let's move on. Who move on? You got Russ?
Yep.
You got KD? Cameron, who you got?
In 2017 and 18, there's no fucking question who is a better player, a better basketball player. He shouldn't even be on the fucking list.
KD on.
He's not even like that shit. If you look and sit and say that a dude, his usage rate is 44%, and the same shit with Ricky Davis, 3-time Allen Iverson, 38-year-old Michael Jordan, Chris Webber, and 38 years old. That's the company that you keep, and none of them won games. None of them people in that list won games. Did you notice?
Come on.
But you just said 3 Hall of Famers.
Guys, we gotta finish this shit.
Because they have to.
I don't care about this show. This is where we're at right now. We can get to the rest of it right after we do this. We're gonna finish this shit though.
That shit done. He won.
All right.
Let's move on to 4 versus 5. Steph and Damian Lillard.
Yo.
Who you want, Joe?
Give me
Dame.
Nah, I take Steph.
You got Steph. You want that?
Nah, give me Damian Lillard.
Yeah, you got Steph.
Yeah, for sure. Stephen Curry at 30 years old this year is averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. His field goal percentage is right at 50%, 42 from 3, and he played in 51 games this year.
Dame Lillard, 27, average 27 points a game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 36 3-point percentage per the game, 43% from the field, 36 minutes a game.
With Stephen Curry, he's been injured this year. Missed a total of close to 30 games this year.
Yep.
This season he hasn't missed in the last 5 years combined. He has missed nothing but 16 games. So this is an anomaly of a season. But the thing is, what we're saying is 50 games. So the criteria is 50 games.
Right.
How many games did Stephen Curry play in?
I believe
51.
So,
Better make the list.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, if you do half the season, shit, it's still. But we did 50. We did 40 in the last 2 years.
Right.
Every so often, there's a legion of people that say that Stephen Curry, the Warriors would be the same minus Stephen Curry.
With Kevin Durant, it would be.
What is a reminder is that this year he had his most efficient year, and he has shot the ball at least 10% less of his whole career. This is the worst as far as shooting percentage and actual usage rate of his whole career. So,
is that because you got KD playing with him?
No, he's more efficient. He's more efficient. He's the third most valuable player in the ESPN Real plus minus. So that's a metric that estimates a player's on-court impact after taking into account his teammates and their opponents.
Mm-hmm.
So, James Harden's plus negative 7.1, Chris Paul's 7.0,
mm-hmm.
and Stephen Curry 6.9. So he's number 3 in that. Russell Westbrook came in at 14th on that, if you wanted to know.
I didn't want to know. I don't give a damn about stats.
Yeah, that's not a stat though.
That's
not a stat.
One of these little like player IQ things.
No, that's not.
That make stuff sound good.
No, what you're talking
I don't care
about? Yeah, what you're talking about is analytics, and that's not analytics.
All that stuff is just making
That's not
stuff.
no, that's actual stats though. I mean, if you look at
stats, right?
no, it's not a stat. If it's something that metric that it says that if a player's on court impact takes into account his teammates and their players' opponents, that is something.
Taking into account his teammates, who his teammates are a super duper team.
So when in turn, if you take him off,
it's a super.
Let's move on to the criteria.
Super duper team, not super team. Super duper.
Let's move on to the criteria.
What does that have to do with
duper?
Let's move on to the criteria, man.
That don't make
offense. Let's go offense.
Damian Lillard.
Oh, the Warriors' offense is built around Stephen Curry, right? Right? If he's out there, he doesn't have to make any shots. I mean, he doesn't even have to basically shoot. He has to be on the floor, and they're plus 15 when he's on the floor. Every time he's on the floor. So, I mean, if you can sit and tell me, give me something that says Dame Lillard is this when he's on the floor.
Dame Lillard.
Yeah. So if we break down offense,
the offense runs through Dame Lillard. He's the number one option on that team. He is the alpha and omega of that team. It is Dame Lillard. I don't care about all that, dude.
I
don't care about all that, dude.
You have to. I mean, if you can't say, "Hey, well, give me a stat or something that tells me,"
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying. So you just said offense.
No,
how?
we have to go by the criteria.
All right, what's the criteria?
That's why the
Who's a better shooter?
Steph.
Who's a
It's
better
closer,
passer?
it's closer than you think.
It's
closer than you think?
What's closer than I think, dog?
This Dame is a shooter.
Who's a better shooter?
Steph
Stephen Curry.
I just said Steph is a better shooter.
You said it's closer than I think.
Yeah, you just waving on because he can't shoot.
Nah, I'm just
That's
saying.
how you did. You said,
I'm just saying. Well,
I'm saying it's closer than you
yeah,
think.
it's
That
a,
Steph
he
is
can
a better
shoot.
shooter.
He
That's
can
how
shoot.
Steph
He's
can
made
shoot.
a lot of threes for sure, and he's
That's
top.
all I'm saying.
So it's him, and Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry, and then there's Russell Westbrook in there.
What does Russ have to do
I'm
with
just
anything?
telling you.
What does
I'm
he
just
do with
saying.
anything?
I'm just bringing it up because in turn he can't shoot like those guys, but he shoots just as many threes.
Because it's his team. He do what he wants.
Yeah,
That's what you do on your team.
yeah, for sure. Who's a better? So offense,
It's
Steph,
1-1.
right?
It's 1-0.
Steph, right?
Still
Offense.
Yeah.
So who's a
Wait,
better
wait,
passer?
wait, wait.
Who's a better passer? Offense, right?
I
Who's better
thought
shooter?
you were just saying offense was over. We didn't go through everything. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Who's a better passer?
How many assists is that?
7, 6.5.
What Dame is?
Dame Lillard ain't never averaged over 5.
No, you averaged 7 this year.
That don't mean does that make him a better passer though? He
Oh,
averaged more
man.
assists though.
But you just gave me all these analytics or stats. However you
We're
want
going by
to.
this
I mean, I'm
year.
just saying.
We just going by this year. It's dang, Jay.
I mean, if you average more assists, that makes you a better passer.
I mean,
No, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here's a great
you gotta
example.
break it down for us.
Yeah, please. Here we go. Russell Westbrook leads the league in
What does
assists,
Russell
right?
Westbrook
I'm giving you.
do with this?
You're gonna be top.
Go ahead, man.
So if LeBron James, who's a better passer than Russell Westbrook, wouldn't the room say that? He has more assists than him. What did that mean?
What we saying? Oh, you saying
said-
LeBron is a better passer?
Yeah,
that's
Westbrook.
clear. We know that. We clearly know that.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah, we
right?
clearly know that.
So in turn, I know Stephen Curry is a better passer than Dame Lillard.
I don't think the room knows that.
But you just said
No.
he averaged more assists, and you went bing,
Because I'm
bing.
saying
You were
Dame-
shooting your gun,
I'm saying
bing.
Dame's a better passer than Steph. Because Dame's a better passer than Steph.
He's not a better passer
Who
than
you got,
dog.
Weez? Who you got, Weez?
You shot your gun. You was
Because
on 70
I know he's better.
He's not a better passer.
Who you got, Weez?
dog.
I got Steph as a better passer.
All right, go ahead.
So defense.
Well.
Dame Lillard ain't never played defense.
Steph can't spell defense.
What are you
Steph
talking
can't
about?
They have been
He's
hiding,
the worst.
They've been hiding Steph on defense since he played at Davidson.
I'll let you. Then I give you. I give you some
He been
stats.
playing. I don't care about that. He been hiding since he played
Clearly,
at
you don't
defense.
have to.
He been playing. He ain't played
That's
defense.
why neither one of them played defense.
Now, this is what I'm trying to tell you. As far as defensive point guards, statistics. The worst point guards last year, Isaiah Thomas.
Jeff, we can go by last year. Keep going by last year. We can't do that.
I'm talking about this year, fam.
You just said last year.
This is 2017-18. This is the year this is over with, right? Isaiah Thomas. Stephen Curry was not in that. Kyrie Irving. Dame Lillard. DeMar DeRozan. Worst 4 guards statistical in defense. Now, granted, they probably play better team defense. But this guy plays better defense than Dame Lillard because he plays no fucking defense. But if we can watch it, though, to make it interesting.
It's not washed, man.
We can make it interesting, though. But we can watch it,
Let's go
though.
1-1. It's 1-1.
It can be 1-1, it's 1-0. Because offense,
No, Steph 1-1.
yeah.
And then it's go 1-1.
No, it's 1-0. Because if Steph Curry won offense and there was a wash,
Dame-
Steph been well offense to me, but that's on y'all.
the whole room said he a better offensive player.
Hold on. We broke down everything we did last week. You said shooter. You said passer. You said scorer. You said finisher. You said dribbler. That's how we did. That's how we did it last week. We didn't break all them down for Steph and Dame.
Well, let's do it.
Dame's a better finisher.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
He's a better finisher? Dame Lillard don't even... It's because he's more athletic? Is that what we saying?
No,
Is that what we
he
doing?
just better. He just better. Steph shouldn't be on this damn list.
But say that.
I
Say
said
that
that.
you have a
I
problem
said
with
that.
that.
Steph
but
shouldn't be on this
if you
damn
put, If you
list.
put the numbers together and you say that this dude is having a...
All right.
That's stupid.
So, here we
So,
go. What's the next criteria?
we ain't through who better dribbling.
Well, come on, Jeff.
That's what he said. He said ball handling.
I just said
Steph
break it
Curry.
down.
Steph Curry is a better
That's the
shooter.
room. That's the room.
You think Damian Lillard can dribble?
I think this year, we talking based on this year.
I'm not-
I don't
me
give a
too.
damn about them
We talking about
I
dribbling.
don't care about them tennis ball drills he used to do when his ankles was hurt and made y'all all love. I don't care about none of that. I'm talking about this year. This year on.
Tennis ball dribble? What are you doing?
I'm talking about all the little highlight reels they just show him for the pregame. He dribbling with one tennis ball and hold the ball in his hand and make. Man, look.
Bro, nobody.
I'm talking about
bro, I
this
seen him
year.
literally break down people, dog.
I
Like
seen
Dame
Dame
Lillard
Lillard.
ain't. Man, hell no. Dame Lillard get to a spot. for sure. He can get to his spot. He can get to his spot better than damn near anybody in the league. I'm not saying that.
That's all.
But I'm talking about dribbling.
All right, man.
And handles in the league, we bring up Kyrie. We bring up Chris Paul. We bring up Steph Curry with handles, dog.
Cool.
Know that.
Cool, man.
Ain't nobody missing no motherfucking Dame Lillard.
I'm talking about this year, Jay.
Literally this year. Nobody is talking about that.
Dame is having a better year than Steph all the way around this year.
Give me the how.
Dame is an MVP candidate this year.
How many MVPs we got?
Okay, I said candidate.
How many candidates we got? We got 12.
3.
We got 12.
4.
Dame Lillard's in the top 4.
It's in top 4.
Who's
it's James Harden, AD, Dame Lillard, and
LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James.
KD ain't. Get the fuck out of
KD ain't in there.
Nah, KD ain't in there,
Oh my god. Dame Lillard. You bringing up Dame Lillard as an MVP candidate?
All right, so
it's the most valuable player. Yes,
let's go.
That's the word. That's the
I know what MVP.
Most valuable player. You take Dame Lillard off that team, are they a third seed?
This is the thing.
You take Dame Lillard off. I'm just asking the question. Yes or no? Take Dame Lillard off that team.
Nah, you right.
You take KD.
You
off
take
of
anybody with that much usage rate off that team. You submit him with Kemba Walker. It'd be the same shit.
Well, you said you trade Kemba Walker with Dame Lillard.
It'd be the same shit. They're the same player. They're the exact same player. So to have him at 5 and Kemba Walker at 8,
so disrespectful.
What are you talking about? They had to. Dame Lillard barely made the damn shit.
So
what we doing? Defense. We said that was a wash, right?
They both play defense.
Mental.
They both keep it cool.
I think mental. If you need a shot, I'm thinking of mental, right? Game on the line, shot. Dame Lillard he's a closer. Dame Lillard's a closer. So I could say he has a more mental situation because Steph Curry can also give it to somebody else. He doesn't have that luxury. So I give him mental.
So 1-1.
Yeah. No, how?
Yeah,
we did 3 categories. Y'all, for some reason, y'all
Watch.
said defense is a wash.
Okay.
So y'all gave offense to Steph.
Right. So consistency. We go with consistency.
How we gonna define consistency? Can we please get a clear definition of this right
No, it got to be the point where you are viewed as the most efficient. It's efficiency, right?
Consistency is like what they do. They hit their average.
Consistency.
So game in, game out.
Consistency. Okay, so Dame has averaged the same from 25 to 26.
We're talking about 1 year.
I'm talking about stat line.
We're talking about this year. That's what we're talking about, right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about this year. So consistently playing this year. So in turn,
consistently playing this year, Steph don't play 50 games.
But what's the criteria? What's the criteria?
Well, I'm just saying, like
you gotta stop bringing that up. You literally have to stop bringing up 50 games if he meets the criteria. He meets the criteria. The criteria is 50 games. So in those 50 games, he has the highest plus minus in the NBA besides Chris Paul and James Harden. I'm just saying, if you're going to argue with this shit, you probably need something to come with.
No, I'm going to argue with it. I know what I'm arguing with, boss. I do the same amount of research you do.
I know.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know, so all that, but what you do, I respect it.
Yeah.
But what you do, I don't, that's not me.
Yeah.
I go off the eye test. Who going to get the ball? Who can hoop?
Who
can get that bucket when it counts? Dame Lillard get the bucket when it counts. We just said. That's what I care about. That's what I'm talking about.
But we talking about consistency.
I don't care about this analytics and all that. That ain't hooping.
We ain't talking
about
hooping
to me. That ain't hooping to me. Get a bucket, bro. That's hooping.
This man got 2 MVPs.
That's what we talking about.
And I'm just saying.
Unanimous MVP got served for the game winner when it counts.
What's the next one? What we talking about?
You brought MVP. You brought up MVPs. You said 2 MVPs. I'm only countering what you say.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm only countering.
I'm talking about players on court impact.
I'm only countering what you say.
You got to talk about the most impactful players in the NBA. It's James Harden, Chris Paul, Steph Curry.
When he's not there, is he missed like Dame Lillard would be missed?
So
they are a plus 15 when Steph Curry is on the floor.
Are you worried about them?
So who is consistent? You got Dame.
Yeah.
You got Steph. Who you got? You got Dame. Who you got?
He said wash.
It's a wash. Consistency. Lillard consistently hits game winners. Steph.
What we talking about consistency? Like playing basketball. What are we talking about? You talking about game winners, or what are we talking about?
Steph is a consistent player. We gotta go with Steph.
I mean, it's 50 games. Shit. So what we doing? What's next? What's the next?
Less or more. I mean, more or less.
So the next joint is
more or less.
Oh no, it's 2-1. So yeah, I mean it's over with.
It had to be 3.
It's gotta be one more.
It's a wash. It's a wash on
defense.
the
Wash on defense.
Yeah.
Steph.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He won offense. So what is it? Who I think Steph won. It was a Washington defense.
He's out called Washington.
Y'all won team impact and success.
Was Dame.
That was his one.
Nah, Dame one was mental.
Dame won mental. We didn't do team impacts.
We didn't do team impacts.
Okay, so that's 2-2. So it's 2-2. So in turn, we need a tiebreaker right here.
Yeah.
So if you need to win a game tomorrow, average NBA talent round. Steph Curry got to win that, right?
So we doing it this year. I'm asking a question. Doing it this year.
We ain't talking about 2012.
We talking about this year.
We talking about 2017.
So Dame Lillard has what around him?
It don't matter what he has around him.
I'm just asking a question. What does Dame Lillard have around him right now?
McCollum.
But is that average NBA talent? Other than McCollum?
Yeah, pretty much.
So we know he's gonna win the game, right?
Is he gonna win the game?
So he third in that vaunted Western Conference with average NBA talent around him. That's the tiebreaker.
Are we talking about this year with average NBA talent? We ain't talking about him and Al Farouk Aminu and Ed Davis.
Steph don't have average.
And what I'm saying is, if you put Steph Curry on any team, there's a couple of players that you can put on any team, and they're gonna look the exact same. It's James Harden, it's LeBron James, it's Kevin Durant, and it's Steph Curry.
Oh man,
everybody knows that, dog.
You stopping the list right there?
Who else? Who else is it? Who else is it?
I do what I want.
He's average NBA talent.
Oh God, Steph.
He's the average NBA talent that we talking about. You put Paul George as a better basketball player than Russell Westbrook.
That's
in every life. What the fuck?
All right,
he's average. He's an average ass basketball player.
No, we're gonna do the show for real. We're gonna do the show for real. That's how you. You're saying Russell. You're saying MVP of our greatest league in the world.
I just want to know what he does other than he's just athletic to me. I just want to know what he does. He's average. He's average to me. He's an average basketball player.
It take a lot to make me speechless.
Yeah, no, he's not even.
It take a lot.
Yeah, Paul George.
It take a lot to make me speechless.
Yeah, Paul George is the better player on the team.
Dad.
Yeah, Paul George is the better player on the team. So what we doing?
Steph was on.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we got next? What's the next matchup?
AD.
Yeah, versus LaMarcus Aldridge. I'll take LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge was not ranked last year. He's 32 years old. He averaged 23 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.1 blocks. His field goal percentage is up to 51%. His three-point percentage is way down at 30, and he will play in 70-plus games. The 2 seed, you got the 2 seed in AD?
You're baffled.
Kerfuffle. I don't.
Let's move on.
I've never in my life heard that.
Well, fight your point.
Ain't no point to fight when somebody say that. That means they're just saying stuff. When you're saying the MVP of a league is average NBA talent, you're just saying shit. You're just saying something to get a reaction at that point. And I respect his point of view too. I know what he's doing. Because that was crazy. But moving on to AD. He's 25. Averaging 28 points a game, averaging 11 rebounds a game, 2.3 assists. Man, that's crazy.
Quit saying that, man. That's wrong.
And he was, what was his rank last year? Give me a second. I do apologize, guys. He was number 6 last year.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge, man, he was literally thinking about being traded. He asked for a trade, did not want to be there last year. So at the start of the season, the Spurs and Aldridge, they weren't in a good place. But this team is what, 5th, 6th? 6th seed right now. And it's all because of LaMarcus Aldridge, man. The offense runs through him. It's his second best scoring average in his career. Let's just break it down offensively.
LaMarcus Aldridge definitely deserves a lot of credit for what he's doing this year with Kawhi not showing up.
For sure.
I mean, for the injury, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
I hope the brother does come back because he's a great player. But with LaMarcus Aldridge showing up and doing what he's doing, I give him a lot of props. But he run into a bad matchup.
Yeah, it's a bad matchup for him, for sure. Yeah. He played in 16 games. He scored more than 30 points or more. He is the reason that they are at least a 6th seed, but at the same time, it's really tough to put him offensively. Anthony Davis is.
Let's just move on.
What Anthony Davis is doing, not having, you got to factor in the Popovich factor as well,
Mhm.
being such a great coach and running that system the way he does, and factoring in Patty Mills, Tony Parker, Ginobili's turn the clock back.
Right.
So definitely, with Anthony Davis, it's a lot of him and him only with DeMarcus Cousins going down those past 30 games.
Most definitely. So we got in the second round, James Harden going up against Kevin Durant.
Right. Number 3, Kevin Durant versus number 1, James Harden. And we got number 5, Steph, going up against number 2, AD.
Okay.
Y'all want to do 2 versus 5 first, or do 1 and?
What you want to do, Jeff?
2 versus 5 makes sense.
Okay, 2 versus 5.
So we're gonna do Anthony Davis number 2,
Steph Curry,
and Steph Curry number 5.
Mm-hmm.
You got Steph, of course. You got AD.
All right. We know the stats from Steph Curry.
Yeah.
With Steph Curry, so he's the best shooter, of course.
Yeah.
I think we got to curve it for big men because big men.
He has hard to play offensive game
right.
the way they are. So
who's harder to guard for on offense?
Exactly. Steph, once he gets across the half-court line, you got to be in his face.
And with AD, he's a walking mismatch.
Absolutely.
That's hard for
all over the court.
Yeah, all over the court. I'm just trying to figure out how we could curve it.
Okay, you just got to go.
So with offense,
to me,
mm-hmm.
offensively, because of what Steph brings to the table, you can't slip on Steph once he gets across the half-court line. I can see y'all giving it to Steph on that.
And at the same time, I can argue with AD that him offensively, you put up a fight, right? And you say, all right, man, so I got to guard Anthony Davis. I think guarding him and knowing that he's going to get that damn basketball,
right.
He'll get a lot of shots up. With Steph, you're there, he's going to, and if he has a game, but AD has games every night.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
I see what you're saying, though. It's hard.
Let's do it like this. If you're a point guard, checking Steph, and then you are a 4.
No, we're just going by score the bucket.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
that's what he was saying.
4, if you have to guard AD,
I
think it'll be more difficult for a 4 to guard AD because you have to check him from basket out.
For sure. And with Steph, so I think, AD, and for sure. Of course, if we go to defense,
AD.
Yeah.
I think AD's having a better year. Question right here.
But then we go to mental.
AD, I've never seen AD.
He is cool. Neither. Well, Steph has actually been in a situation. We going back to points where people that haven't been in a situation. AD hadn't really been in a situation.
Steph got 2 or 3 ticks this year.
Yeah, but that's
I'm talking about.
AD got kicked out of his first game this year.
He sure did.
Yeah. So mental.
Mental, I think, is a wash.
Yeah, I think it is a wash. Most definitely. That's a good, team impact to success.
It's got to be AD.
Yeah, the only thing that I think with AD, and I'll get into that more, is if he'll probably move on. You also have to think, at the beginning of the year, coming into the season, he played 50 games with DeMarcus Cousins.
Not that many.
Played 50 games with DeMarcus Cousins. Right at 50.
It was close. I don't know if it was right at 50, though.
Yeah, it might have been, 42,
I think it was
43?
40.
Yeah.
In the 40s, right?
Yeah.
So, he's only missed 31 games, maybe. So,
he played 48.
48, okay. Yeah. So, I think that people don't realize it's 31, 32 games, whatever, not playing without DeMarcus Cousins. It's hard to fight for to fight for Steph Curry and say, hey, to do what this dude did with this team, because he's playing with Etuan Moore. He's playing with Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
And Drew Holiday's playing really well.
Most definitely.
But you have to also think he's playing with the Hall of Fame KD, playing with Draymond Defensive Player of the Year. So it's a lot. And for them to be, a 5 seed with that team, like literally the only thing that holds up AD is his teammates.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So, AD will probably move on, man. That's a tough matchup for Steph, especially this year.
Yeah. So we got number 3, KD.
Versus James
Harden. James Harden.
Who you want, Jeff?
I can toss that one up.
I give you James Harden. You got KD.
Well, I had KD on my last one.
Okay. I'll take
it. James Harden is having his best statistical season.
Is it better than last year?
I'm talking like efficiency and all that stuff. Like field goal percentage, 3-point percentages down, or it's up percentage now. Just more efficient.
Okay.
I think he's just as efficient and as explosive as Kevin Durant. I really do. I do. I think so. And he's been as durable and as consistent as LeBron James.
Who?
James Harden. He's just as efficient as Kevin Durant. And he's just as explosive.
Just as explosive.
It's like getting to the rack.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But this year I can't argue with that. I can't.
And he's been as durable and consistent as LeBron James.
So is Russell Westbrook from all those self-efficiency. But, whatever. But let's go ahead and break it down.
And Russell Westbrook was one of the most explosive players.
And then the one thing about
He's Gerald Green.
The one thing about James
But
Harden.
you so disrespectful.
I'm just joking with Gerald
I
Green.
know.
Yeah, but
It's so disrespectful.
The one thing about James Harden this year is the fact that he's playing with a dominant guard and still hooping.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to change your entire game when somebody comes in.
He didn't change.
And that thing's still tough. He scored 49 times, scored 54 times, and that's the first 60-point triple-double in league history, man.
The best thing that happened to them two is something I didn't factor in. That was my fault when I thought about Chris Paul punching him in the face by All-Star Weekend. Was that Tony lets the offensive players just beat him.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why they work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if they actually had a structure and a scheme like Doc Rivers runs,
right.
They had to run sets and things like that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work out.
Like I think the best thing that happened to him was when Chris Paul got hurt. Unfortunately.
Yeah. He'd already done it before. So I think them playing together has been the best thing to let him know that he can play with another point guard.
In the playoffs when the game slow down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I hope we don't revert back to James Harden last year.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about that.
With that mental, we're gonna get to that.
That's what I say right now. That's what I say right now.
So offense. So like we were saying, I think it's harder. Whoa, I don't know.
I got James Harden.
Oh, I don't know.
This year,
as a shooter,
it's not a wash this year. I swear to God, it's not.
it's close.
It's not a wash.
No, think about it now.
Ain't nobody wants to guard James Harden this year.
Nobody wants to guard KD, bro.
Nobody wants to guard James Harden.
He's shooting over a chair.
It don't matter. James Harden's scoring just as good as he is. They're getting the same bucket. You get a bucket, I get a bucket. I promise you, nobody wants to guard James Harden right now. KD just makes it look easy because he's tall. But it don't matter if James Harden's still doing the same thing.
Right.
You sold me.
Yeah. We can go with Harden offense.
You sold me.
With defense.
Kevin Durant.
It's mental. I want to talk about a wash.
That's a wash.
That's a goddamn wash. That's a wash. Consistency. It's also a wash.
I don't know.
James Harden's consistently doing it.
KD?
He's not consistently doing it.
KD's consistently been.
And it's KD's. It's
consistent.
Yeah. Like
I think it's a wash.
I think it's KD. I think it's KD.
I think it's KD.
I don't. That's bullshit. I don't.
Okay. Well.
Because KD played a better team.
Now,
he played a better team.
I'm with you because I'm the one who said in pre-production that there has to be a penalty for that.
I mean, he can't help it.
I think Kevin Durant's biggest obstacle is playing on a team
with better talent.
And then that's it. But you can't. It's called splitting the vote.
They're 10 deep.
It's splitting the vote.
9-10 deep.
Not anymore. They're about 7 deep now. Think about it. Them 5. They're 4. They're 4. They got 4.
They got JaVale. JaVale is going to give you a game. JaVale's going to give you a game where you're like, damn, JaVale got 20. You know, he's done.
He got 4.
They got 5.
You can't call Swanky P no more. You can't count him.
Iggy, 5.
Iggy's 5.
Iggy 5.
West is going to give you defense off the bench. Sean Livingston. David West give you defense off the bench.
Dude, David West 100 years old.
Now they call him the 3 wise men. They call him the 3 wise men off the bench.
Come on.
They called him the 3 wise men off the bench. They played them all together.
He still play though.
Keep it above.
They played them all.
He still
Wait. I'm not
Give
saying.
me Pat Patterson over him.
Of course. No, of course. No, they definitely Pat Patterson above him. Yeah. But I'm just saying he's still gonna play defense. He's gonna do what he's supposed to do. He's not
Spurts.
He's not Indiana Pacers David West by any sense.
New Orleans Hornets.
Or Indiana.
See, Chris Paul made him. Listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Consistency. That's where we at with it.
I'm going with James Harden. This year I'm going with James
So where we
Harden.
at?
So it's 1-1.
It's 1-1.
One offense was Harden. 2 defense was KD. We watched mental.
And consistency.
Consistent.
I'm going with James Harden. He put up 30 a night consistently. We been playing 70-some games.
KD, to me, he improved his points per game this year.
Yeah, for sure. 3-point percentage.
Free throw percentage is higher. 3-point attempted is up, and his 3-point percentage is up.
So, okay, name of James Harden number, what he's improved this year.
I don't have it.
Yeah, I know. I got it. It's James Harden. His points went up, rebounds went down, assists went down because you also have to think with his assists, he got Chris Paul there. Yeah. His steals went up, his field goal percentage went up, his 3-point percentage went up, and he's playing in 70+ games.
Come on, I give you James Harden. You know why?
Got to.
Because Katie Turner's went up this year.
And James Harden's went down, but it was from 5 to 4.
You named 5 things went up with KD.
It's the same thing with KD, man.
You named 4. No, 4 and 3.
And he went up in blocks too.
He went up in blocks.
He's playing better defense this year.
Hell yeah.
He's committed.
He fucking around to be first team all defense.
Yeah, he's
James Harden gonna be the MVP, guys.
Yeah, and I get
no
that.
Argument.
There ain't no argument about that. What I'm saying is, it's the consistent thing. I think it's a wash.
All right, so it's
a tiebreaker.
No,
It's 1-1 still.
It's still 1-1.
Yeah.
Then 2 washes.
Yeah.
It was that one the fifth thing.
Team impact
success. That's killer.
Come on,
it's James Harden.
It's James Harden. It's got to be
James Harden.
Team impact success.
They're not a 1 seed without James Harden.
No, not the way he.
That team could still be a 2. A healthy Steph, Clay, Draymond. That team's still a 2.
Too many.
They can still be a 2 without okay.
We can rock with that.
The hard way. All right.
So we got AD versus Harden.
Here we go.
For the championship. And then we still got to do
LeBron versus whoever wins.
Long night, Cameron, man. Well, I don't know what you're saying,
no,
man.
You overtime in the night, man.
So here we go. James Harden versus Anthony Davis. Who you want, Joe?
I just had James. Give me James Harden.
Yeah, you
James
just
Harden.
had one. Yeah. And I'll take AD, so we know the numbers.
All right,
here we go.
Go right into it.
Offense.
That's a wash.
I'm going with James Harden this year.
There's nobody.
That's a solid pick, James Harden.
Now, that's what I'm trying to tell you now.
Because
nobody wants to check either one of them.
But you know why I can say that? Because we did the same thing with him, AD, and Steph. Steph does have handles, as y'all say.
Right, for sure.
But James Harden is a little more explosive off the ball than Steph.
For sure. Almost definitely.
So as someone who has to check him on 1 or 2,
yeah.
that's another area of the game you got to go on.
Any 4 or 5 wants to see AD.
No. Come on, man. We talking about tomatoes.
That's why I think it's a wash.
But I think it's a little difficult, more difficult with James Harden because this is the 3 ball. Once he crosses half court, and he can make you look real bad at top of the key too.
I think AD, you gotta realize too, AD, it ain't no pick and pop shit. He grabbed the ball and going any way you wanted to go, and can't nobody stop him. The exact same way. He just not a guard. He doing it at the 4 position.
I just know when James Harden get that ball in his hand, he pat.
And he averaging, since DeMarcus Cousins been gone, he's averaging 29, 12, and 2.2 blocks.
We don't want to talk about what James Harden averaged without Chris Paul.
What are you saying?
I don't have them.
But what I'm saying is you can't compare what this guy has to do for his team. I even give you that.
Even with Chris Paul being there, he's still averaging 30 a game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because CP gonna get you that ball.
That's what I'm saying. But
James Harden
still
gets James Harden. It's harder for James Harden to score his points than it is for AD. It's not.
No, you put James Harden anywhere on the field, like he's an anomaly. Like you put him anywhere, he's gonna get you a bucket.
Right.
AD's the exact same way.
AD's 16.
But he's doing it from the wing. He's not doing it with his back.
Let's vote on him.
You got James Harden.
AD. I got AD.
Oh, bullshit.
That's a wash. That's the definition of a wash.
He had AD number 1 on his. Come on, man. We're going to
It's a wash. It's a wash.
It's a wash.
We got to respect everybody.
And then we got
defense.
Come on.
It's AD.
So that's 2-1.
Mental.
Are we really going to do it?
That's bullshit.
It's mental.
Who is it?
Watch it.
They ain't no wash.
Can we say that we said about AD? We never seen what he's going to have.
I never seen it.
So it's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2.
Wait, what? It's offense was AD.
Yeah.
We watched.
AD was offense
was a wash. Then we
defense was AD. Yeah.
Then we watched it.
Mental.
Watch. So it's
consistency.
James Harden. It's James Harden.
That's 1-1. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's James
All
Harden.
right.
1-1. Then this last one.
Yeah.
Team impact and success.
AD. Come on now.
How?
AD has a team with Etwan Moore, Solomon Hill, and what's my kid name that played for us?
James Harden
Nikola Mirotic.
James Harden has Clint Capella.
and
They made-
CP3, bro.
Hold on. Here's the argument. You take away DeMarcus Cousins, take away
CP3.
It's the same team.
It's the same squad.
It's the same squad.
No, listen.
Because a lot of them
The
players,
bitch.
a lot of those players,
Eric
they're
Gordon,
amazing.
they got the 6th man of the year on the team.
They got Rajon Rondo. The best.
Stop.
The best.
Don't
Hear me
compare
out.
Eric
No.
Gordon
I'm
and
not
Rajon
comparing. No.
Okay.
I compare Eric Gordon and Rajon Rondo. I compare the impact of the teams.
Yeah.
Where what Rajon Rondo does well helps the Pelicans because he's a pass first point.
I really say Drew Holiday.
I like
because he averaged
You're not
19.
gonna tell me.
Well, the point. No.
You're not
I'm
gonna
talking
tell
about
me that AD. I mean, James Harden's not having a better year.
Team impact of success. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about the criteria, and it's team impact of success. You take AD off this team, they're a 10th seed.
You take James Harden 30 points a game.
And they're still in the playoffs.
They're not number one in
Their team is still in the playoffs.
Here's the argument. You take AD off their team. They're a 10th seed. They're still in the mix, right? Because technically the 10th seed is still in the mix. Take James Harden off their team. They're not
9th
one
seed.
seed. 10th seed's one game out.
No, nigga.
I'm serious. It's not, now look at it.
You remember the 9th? You know who the 9th seed is? Denver.
It's Denver. And then
The 10th seed is the Clippers.
It just got put out last night. That was it. Well, that was just as of last night. The Rockets don't make the playoffs without James Harden.
They make the you know that.
Chris Paul.
Because when he was out those 4 games, they was playing really good.
But here's my thing. I don't think Chris Paul can get enough buckets by himself.
They have also Trevor Reeves, and they also have Ryan.
That's a lot to ask for Trevor Reeves.
I'm just
to
telling
make
you.
up 30 points.
I'm just telling you, the team that CP walks out with compared to the team that Drew Holiday has to walk out with,
It looks similar.
it's not similar at all.
Jack, listen to me. You think AD's having a better year than
Yes.
James Harden?
Yes, I really do. Since we're going through that criteria, that's 2-1. I think AD wins.
Right on it.
All right, shit, it don't matter to me. Even if we do a tiebreaker and watch that with average NBA talent around him, who's the better player? Who are y'all picking?
That's the James Harden one, though. To me, that's the James Harden. Because to me, to the average NBA fan, what James Harden has been able to do with that Houston Rockets team has been mind-numbing. Because you don't know those players on that team. We know them because we watch sports. We watch sports. But what he does with that team, he has made the Capellas. He's made. I forgot my man's name with the drill. What's my man's name? I can't.
Russell wasn't the average triple-double last year. He got MVP.
And I get that. Listen, we ain't talking about. Listen. Anthony Davis's team. You want to hear it starting?
But this is the first
Rondo.
year. This is the first
Drew
year.
Holiday. It's Solomon Hill. Now it's Etuan Moore.
So what?
This is the
So what?
Hold on.
You need to stop that for real, bro.
Here it is. That same team last year didn't make the playoffs. So this is the first year that he's been able to correct that with that team. James Harden has taken this bunch of guys.
That ain't a bunch of guys.
It's a bunch of guys.
That's not a bunch of guys.
I'm talking about to the average NBA fan. Because you say average NBA talent. I'm talking about the average NBA fan. They don't know those Houston Rockets.
All I'm saying is James
You
Harden.
know that, James.
And you think they know more Houston Rockets players than they know
Hear me out.
It's the
Pelicans.
same amount.
Pelicans?
It's the same
The
amount.
Pelicans?
They know Rondo from
James Harden accepted a ball-dominant player, Chris Paul, on his team. That has
We had
never-
an hour and 40, bro.
I know we are.
So what we doing? So
right
what,
on there, man.
AD,
I got Harden.
I know Harden.
so it's 2-2.
So it's a wash. So it's
We got to flip a coin or something.
They ain't no flipping no damn coins.
So what we gonna do?
I just don't even. I don't even know how we even got to the point where
So
it was 1-1,
it was
and then we did team impact to success.
The offense was a wash.
Yeah,
Then defense was AD.
yeah,
Then it was consistency was a wash.
yeah.
And then mental
Was a wash.
Was a wash. And then team impact and success is what we at right now.
And that was AD.
So
I got James Harden, but y'all got AD.
so we watched everything out. So it's like
James. So AD.
So
won.
and then
So
AD, yeah, AD, he
no,
won.
because I had 82. Me and him both had 80 on team impact and
AD's
success.
And we
already
both
up-
had.
he's already
He
up one.
He was already up one.
He's already up one.
They watched everything.
No, it was 1-1.
No, he didn't win anything.
I just named it out. Remember?
What did Harden win?
I'm gonna tell you. So offense was a wash.
Yeah,
Defense was
AD.
Then consistency was hard.
No, it was a wash.
That was a wash. Consistency
Then
was a wash.
mental was hard.
Mental was a wash.
They watched everything.
So it's 1-1. So it's 1-1.
It's 1-0.
Oh, man, come on now. We gotta do better than that. Listeners will be pissed off with us.
No, I'm telling you,
The listeners will be pissed off with us.
that's a wash. It's 1-0.
I don't think. AD
I just-
having a better year, but
They're a fifth seed.
Okay.
You just literally argued to the point that you did not think that they would at least be a 5th seed after DeMarcus Cousins goes down.
I'm with that. That's why you don't hear me. You don't hear me fighting to tooth and nail like I did for the 3 versus 6 or the 4 versus 5.
AD. You happy as hell already?
No,
Tell
I'm
us.
saying.
Y'all,
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen right now. Yeah. You got a buzzsaw coming this way now. I'm telling you that right now.
Or we can go hard.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It do matter.
It's a
It's hard to do matter.
Yeah, it matter for Harden, but it don't matter for AD. It's a 15-year buzzsaw waiting on.
No, right?
Yeah.
No, you don't want to write it down. Give that damn paper. Give that damn paper.
No, write it down. What we talking about?
81, Jack. One wash.
No, it's one wash, indeed. But you said it with the tiebreaker.
No.
Harden wins.
But no, that was
Hold
my fault.
on.
I miscounted. No.
What do you think? He backtracking the whole. He trying to get his plays up. He's backtracking the whole thing.
No, it was 1-1.
No. I miscounted.
And Harden wins that.
No.
It never was 1-1, dude.
It was all washes.
It was 1-1.
It was all washes.
When his voice get high like that, he lying.
It's 1-1.
Yeah, look. You see, he got to break his voice.
It's 1-1.
It's all washes, man. So AD moves on.
AD moves on. It's all right.
I thought
Not for
LeBron.
long. Oh, not for long.
I thought Harden. We said Harden, didn't we? All right.
No, but AD.
All right. So AD versus LeBron James.
You got AD.
The whole room got LeBron, I guess. Offense.
We could be out of here in less than 2 minutes.
Offense.
LeBron.
There's no way.
Oh, forget about it, man.
That's a wash.
No,
They're equally tough to guard.
That's a freight train, man.
AD is too.
AD's a great player,
You know,
I'm so happy he's finally getting some of the credit I thought he was gonna get come out of Kentucky. I'm very, very proud of him.
KD should be in this bitch. But defense
LeBron James.
over Anthony Davis,
That's the
bro.
one. That's the one Anthony Davis gets. That's the one Anthony Davis gets.
Oh, mental.
LeBron James.
Tell the truth.
It's tough.
You tell the truth.
It's tough.
That's AD wins that.
No, because we've been saying the whole
Oh,
time
shit.
AD ain't been there. We've been saying the whole time AD ain't been there. To be real now,
Now listen,
the
now.
whole argument has been
Who is
AD.
more mental than LeBron James? The whole world hates.
He's cerebral. Now, if we define mental the other way, LeBron James knows what every player on the court is going to do.
No, we were talking about.
I'm just saying we can spin it both ways.
Yeah.
Because LeBron.
So it's a wash then.
Hell no.
I don't know.
Ain't nobody more.
It's got to be a wash.
Okay, so it's one. It's one.
Yeah.
So wait. So it's, before we get ahead of
Yeah,
ourselves.
consistency.
So it's offense was LeBron.
How?
Defense is AD.
No, it was a wash. Offense was a wash.
You can't watch.
Let's vote offense. Who you got?
I got LeBron.
I got LeBron. Who you got?
I got AD.
Okay, so this is crap. So offense is a wash.
Mhm.
Defense is AD. 3 is a wash.
3 is a wash for mental. Team impact success.
LeBron.
No, that's not true.
That team.
It's the 5th seed.
That team.
It's the 5th seed.
That team's a 4 seed. Hold on. That team's a 4 seed in the East.
Give me the other All-Star that
Give me the All-Star he got.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
That's
He
it.
didn't play. He didn't play.
He didn't play.
He was hurt. He didn't play in the All-Star game because DeMarcus Cousins was an All-Star. If you want to do it, DeMarcus Cousins was an All-Star.
In the Western Conference, the crazy Western Conference,
It is crazy.
it's 5th seed.
DeMarcus Cousins was.
They
an
are
All-Star.
a 4th seed in the East
DeMarcus
with
LeBron
an
James
All-Star
are playing
that's
with
played in 50
Hear me
games.
out, Jay.
a
LeBron
makeshift
played.
team right now.
DeMarcus Cousins played 48.
LeBron James are playing with brand new
Kevin
players right
Kevin
now.
Love
Kevin
played 55.
55. So 7 more games.
LeBron James
That's
are
in the
playing.
West.
That's not a big sample
In the
size.
West and the East. In the West and the East.
You're not getting this one.
No, I'm telling
You're
you.
not getting this
No.
one.
It's 1-1.
Nah, man.
It's 1-1.
It's LeBron.
Jay doing this for clicks now, for real.
No, it's 1-1.
It's LeBron.
I ain't no sucker like that.
I'm just saying, it's for clicks. You know that. Come on, man.
No, I'm telling you.
It's LeBron.
If you're doing the criteria, this is how it shapes.
Right. I understand, but it's LeBron.
So where we at? We're team impact and
offensive wise,
success.
the
You
team
can't
impact
do
and
that.
success.
That's a wash then,
So,
bro.
so hold on. Hear me out while I'm saying it, though. Just hear me out. With LeBron's team, that team was headed to the shitter.
For sure.
And
In a weak conference, though.
Oh, top 4 heavy. Top,
Very weak
the
conference.
top 4 heavy.
And they're number 5.
Number 4.
Because he playing with a bunch of makeshift players right now. He's with a whole new
Team he put
squad.
together.
He didn't put no team together.
Jeff.
He didn't put the team together. He's the best general manager in the league.
Jeff, he put that team together. That's his team.
I'm not talking about the team. I'm saying that
He
team.
did it with his team.
He made a mistake.
I don't know how we watch the mental and this dude whines and gets a new team every year. I don't know how we do that.
That's, again, because mental with the way he plays the game and how he's 2 steps ahead of everyone else.
Now we going to cerebral.
I'm just
how we go to cerebral?
No,
we ain't brought the cerebral in 2 shows.
I'm just saying.
How you going?
You can't argue AD's mental capacity against LeBron.
No, I don't know, man, because I seen this dude miss 2 big free throws to win a game. A lot.
I'm out.
I'm pretty sure we can pull up Anthony Davis's same thing.
No, we can't. I mean,
I'm happy Anthony Davis is here right now.
15 years in,
Team
30, bro.
Hear me out. I'm happy that Anthony Davis is here right now, but this should have happened years sooner.
So it's 1-0.
Defense, offense was a wash. Defense was Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And mental is what we're talking about right now.
We talking about team impact success.
It's LeBron.
Nah, there ain't no way. I can't do that. Where we at? Team impact success. Bron. Wash.
You can't wash everything, Kimber,
I'm
man.
telling you, wash it.
You gotta help us out. I mean, have an opinion.
No, that's his opinion.
He's just washing everything.
No, he's not washing it. He's saying
he has
AD.
no opinions on this show because he's washing everything.
He's not washing it. Are you listening to what he's saying? He's picking AD, fool. That makes it a wash. Where we at? Mental? That's a wash. Mental's the wash. That's what we doing. And consistency.
So it's LeBron.
It's LeBron. It's 1-1.
So it's 1-1. What's 1-1.
So it goes down to which player would you pick if you had a game tomorrow?
LeBron, Ramon, James. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
So LeBron James wins. It's a photo finish though. Closer than we thought.
What a show, guys.
What a show. It's an hour and 50 minutes.
I broke a sweat. I broke a real sweet.
Nah, I'm cool.
You cool.
I'm super cool.
I know,
I'm super cool.
I know one of y'all cool here.
Hey, listen. Let us know how we thought, how y'all thought about things, how they went. If y'all think AD, what we need to do is let the people say who having a better year. That's what we need to do.
Hey, appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Let the people pick.
Don't forget.
I'm a man of the people.
Let the people pick.
I'm a man of the people.
I still know what I know.
Who's
Still
having
see
a
what I
better
see.
year? Anthony Davis or LeBron James?
Let them people pick.
Tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate. Now, tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend. To tell a friend.
To tell a friend about WrestleMania.
You know what I'm saying?
Most
It's a
definitely.
great show today, fella.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great show.
What you got?
Everything paid for.
Most
bro.
definitely.
My man, camera's always on.
Camera's always on, man. The revolution will be podcasted. We out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.